Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition: The Sword Coast and Peril. If you're seeing this, we're not live. This is a replay. This is a rerun because my internet fucking hates me. But yeah, I'm your dungeon mistress, ThePaladinBelle, and if you're watching this on Thursday, the 22nd, it is 2 years to the day of me getting a brand new heart and a new lease on life. So I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very grateful that I get to DM for my lovely, lovely players. We're going to go on over and let them introduce themselves. But first, I would like to say, if you would like to donate to the channel in any way, shape, or form, you can go over to my throne, which I will now shout out. And you can go over to my YouTube channel to see the VODs for these. I actually am uploading them more regularly now. So you could that's not the command. More regularly now, so you folks can go on over there and see those over my YouTube channel, or you can subscribe to the Twitch chat. The Twitch channel. You may not have the ability right this second because it's a recording, but when you're watching this as a rerun, consider giving to the Twitch. It'd be wonderful, and I'd appreciate it. We're gonna go over to my wonderful players now. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
How is everyone this evening?
Good.
Hungry.
Good.
Scarfing.
Fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves and your characters for the belated audience when this goes up tomorrow. And first, we're gonna start with Eldritch. Why don't you kick us off?
You always pick me first, I swear, it's to spite me.
It's not to spite you, it's because there's an order to the table and it goes you, Abby, Crow, Lynx, Void, Holly.
I know, I'm joking. Yeah, I am Eldritch, Zergon Queen on Twitch. I'm playing Lorraine Bailiff, aka Lilith. He is a Armor Artificer Fiend Warlock multi-class. She goes by she, her, I go by she, they, yada yada, etc, etc.
So, I said the order wrong because I had you in the wrong assigned seats. Crow, you're next, not Poppy.
Hello. My name is Resident Scarecrow, but please just call me Crow. Tonight I am playing Ashton de Tempête, otherwise known as Ashton Hand of Cord, otherwise known as just some monk.
No, you are not just some monk anymore. You don't get that title anymore.
Otherwise known as Resurrected by Lightning.
Yeah, quite literally resurrected by lightning. Up next, Poppy. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hello, I am Poppy Ender Abby. You can find me on A Petite Poppy on all forms of social media unless I changed it, which I'm thinking about. But right now, it's still A Petite Poppy. I use the she/her pronouns, and I'm a tricksy little fae who is puppeteering, not a fae this time, but a dragonborn. They are a gemstone dragonborn by the name of Hero Gleamstone. They are a rogue/paladin multiclass, and they are your stereotypical bard who is putting on a play and fighting dragons now.
Fantastic. Up next, Lynx. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi there, I'm Lynx. I go by Quark Lynx wherever you socialize your medias. I am cool with any pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Mithrin Harian Michaelis, who is our fancy little princeling, tiefling, bladeslinger, wizardling. He's my boy. He's my good time boy.
Yeah, your good time boy now that he's not afflicted. Up next is Void. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your character, please.
My name is Jester Void. You can call me either or. I go by he, him, or it, its pronouns. I stream on Twitch as Beckoning Void sometimes when I have internet. That works properly. Mainly gambling in Wacho. I don't care.
Yeah,
the house never wins. I win.
Definitely not actual gambling, because that's against TOS.
No, I would never. I don't gamble that much, if at all. Tonight I am playing Flame Quincy, who is a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why my brain
A
stopped.
drow
working.
fighter, yes.
Pretty sure. He, him?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was trying to think it was so close. A drow champion fighter.
Fuck yeah, champion
he's-
fighter.
He big chillin', big vibin'. He has no problems.
None whatsoever.
He has no problems, and he is not at 14 stress
Out
with his
of?
halfway point at 18.
Fantastic.
8. Yeah.
And,
That's it.
Huffy, are you back from BRB? Apparently not. Our final player is Miss Huffy. Miss Huffy is playing Charybdis Pluton this evening, the Shark Princess. She uses she/her pronouns, as does Charybdis, and you can find her at twitch.tv/MissHuffy and patreon.com/MissHuffy. Would anyone like to give us the recap this evening?
Well, if you insist.
Yes, please.
uh, I amuse myself greatly. All right. Let's see. Last session. We had to do a real quick recap before the session for some of our players who had been missing. But you know, it's Gucci and Ashton was able to successfully make a wish on the bird, and it was altruistic and pure of heart and whatever. So he got a blessing from Joaquin. So now he gets free shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so we jumped right into initiative with a fuck ton of Sturges, which is always fun. Right off the bat, Charybdis and Lorraine got Capri Sunned, and Gale fireballed a bunch of them. So
I'm fucking sorry. Did you just say Capri Sunned? I'm
They
fucking
were.
sorry.
It's okay. Apology accepted.
I'm gonna fight. You know what? You know what this dragon fight needs? Sturges.
Uh-huh.
No.
No! Not unless the Sturges also attack the
Nope.
dragon.
Nope.
'Cause that would be funny.
I do need to see how bad the Sturges were, though.
Oh,
I
they
wasn't
were
here.
bad.
It wasn't that bad, actually. No one died. Even, like, Ezra managed to get some hits in on some of those Sturges. It was okay.
I need
Gale
you
got a
guys
bunch
to-
with the fireball.
I need you guys to know that I nerfed those Sturges before you guys fought them.
For which we're eternally grateful. Anyway, no one died.
Trust me, we can tell. It was just a fight for some of our lives, not the entirety of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As my
like-
Pathfinder players can tell you,
That's
Sturges
okay.
can get
Anyway,
nuts.
so the child who was there dragged one of the Sturge corpses off with him. And he left. He's not in the cave anymore, thank goodness.
As far as you know.
Belle.
Uh-huh.
Belle, is that something we need to do? Belle?
Uh-huh.
Okay, a concern for later.
Uh-huh.
Tabling that for now. Corinne went to follow the child, one of Gale's retainers, to make sure he didn't spread disease with it. So hopefully Corinne did her job and kept an eye on the child. Fingers crossed, you know.
He's a slippery.
Anyway.
He's a slippery little one. He's easy to get out of your eye shot.
That's why Gale called in the ranger, who's good at tracking
That's
people.
like his whole deal.
That's her whole shtick. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. We moved on. There's pits of lava down here, and we have a local tour guide, basically, in Gundren Rockseeker. He gives us so much interesting lore. He pointed out some cool rocks, and Leah was interested in the rocks because they're edible.
Yep.
It was salt. It was fancy salt.
He likes fancy.
Anyway, he does like fancy salt, and he was allowed to take as much fancy salt as he wanted. Before we moved on to these rooms that had a rust monster, and freaking carrion crawler in them, and they were trained, so that's normal. And that kind of wigged us out. That's sus as hell. So we collapsed in that whole section of cave, but not before Charybdis saved a spear from the rust monster's cage, because it was one of the few things that hadn't been disintegrated into various iron-based particles. My autocorrect has written it as bathroom the storm spear.
Barthoon.
Yeah, I know.
No bathroom.
I'm certain I wrote it correctly.
Barstoon, the dark and stormy.
God damn it.
Anyway. Carrion crawler and rust monster dead. Next room has a bunch of mushrooms and a gelatinous cube. So much fun. Gale was able to tell the gelatinous cube to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Go off in the corner. Bye-bye. Because it was also tamed? Anyway, then a kobold showed up and was like, "Yo, Gundren, my bestie, my bro. Where you fucking been, man?"
You owe us so much money.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a little group of kobolds here who were like hired by the Black Dragon, but like seemed to work for Gundren's family first or something, and were chill with him. So they were very helpful and nice, actually, and like healed us and stuff, and promised to give us money if we got rid of the
dragon.
The dragon, and also the spectator in the Forge of Spells. But turns out the spectator also worked for Gundren. But we found that out later, because first, the kobolds gave us a little bit of information. They happened to overhear a name spoken either by or to the Black Dragon. That there was a name tossed around, Aiko Ilmdrin. Mm-hmm. And none of us really knew what that was except for Quincy. Which was interesting. So interesting, in fact, that Gale decided to harass Quincy a little bit about it. Like, hey, what's, do you have siblings? Do you have siblings? Is one of them named Aiko Ilmdrin? What? Oh, you know about Menzo Berenzon? Oh, cool. Are you from there or something? Anyway, Gale didn't get any questions asked. Or answered, rather.
Yep, that was a total non-starter there.
Yeah. Just ended up stressing Quincy out.
Yeah. Quincy's
but you know,
will
that's how you make friends, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so then we went to talk to that spectator. Turns out his name is Larry.
Mm-hmm.
And he also worked for Gundren's family.
Yep.
And he gave Gale and Lorraine a little tour of the Forge of Spells, which was cute. And then there was a bidding war over Larry's employment between Charybdis and Gale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately,
Charybdis
won.
Yeah, Charybdis just like, I have more money and a bigger library.
And in the end, Blackstaff was what fully tipped the scales. Curse
yep.
you. Curse you,
Kelvin Blackstaff. Kelvin Blackstaff. Fucking bastard man. Bastard them be that they are. I just want to gesture to low poly Kelvin Blackstaff once again. Cannot stop winning. I need to make a meme that just says I can't stop winning out of this picture.
But yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff. Some people claimed various magic items. There was a full set of, I think it was Candlekeep, like mage armor or something.
Yep. It was the battle garb of Candlekeep.
Yes, and there's little sticky paws on that.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry also keyed us in that the Black Dragon was speaking to someone at some point with a rather feminine voice, so he may not be alone, or she may not be alone, because we know that both these dragons are female. So that's fun. So yeah, we decided fuck it. Let's go face this dragon. Who needs more information? We have plenty. Turns out we did not have enough information. Because so there was a drow woman there who we'd seen before, who kind of looked like Quincy's sister, and she was there with the dragon. She wasn't the dragon, but she was with the dragon, and also very much no longer dead. And she said the dragon saved her life, so that's probably Quincy's actual sister. Yeah, so, poor Quincy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that poor boy.
Yeah. Anyway, the dragon, gated Quincy's sister out of there and was like, I'm gonna fucking eat you bozos. So yeah, that's about where we're at. There's a giant pit of acid and a giant black dragon, and we're, fucked.
Yeah, I will say, for anybody who is looking at the battle map, this is not water. This is acid. All of the things that look like water, acid.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mostly just because I didn't want to make Lynx edit this again, because Lynx did edit
Bestie, that would have taken 5 minutes.
Okay.
I could have.
That's totally understandable, but it was already up and I didn't think about it. So we're gonna pan back in on the dragon and your party, because it is now dragon fight time.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher, I have a thing.
Yes.
Because I wasn't here for the past 2 sessions, and Lynx reminded me by saying bird. Bird wish.
Yes.
I think the thing that Hero wished for was to make sure that everyone would have a good time.
Yes.
And Belle liked it enough to have a point of inspiration.
Yeah, everybody gets a point of inspiration because once again, altruistic wishes.
Yeah.
Altruistic wishes. I will also say, that give me 2 seconds, and I will, because one of the things about getting altruistic wishes, gets you blessings from different gods, because that's just kind of how the Forgotten Realms settings work, because the gods know that adventurers are fickle creatures and often are not altruistic in their motives. So being that you very specifically were like, I want everyone to just have a good time, you are getting a blessing. I just have to find the
specifically yeah.
Zavandra.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I was like, specifically Hero wished. I wish today will be less stressful for everyone compared to the other days.
So there are 2 gods that can give you their blessing for this, and they are way like they're like opposite ends of the spectrum. So either it could be Avandra or the Raven Queen because of fate. Which would you like? The Raven Queen or Avandra? Dealer's choice.
I feel like Avandra meddles enough, so I would like to take the Raven Queen.
Okay, so the Raven Queen's blessing essentially it gives you what this does is you will have you'll get a sense of foreboding basically everywhere you go, because it's just how having her eyes on you is. But you'll get a boon later that you don't know about yet, because that's just how she works. You won't know.
Yay!
But you'll figure it out. But the Raven Queen's eyes are on you. All right, and now we go to the battle map, because I had to pull up the Forgotten Realms wiki before so that I could do that. So you guys are in this room facing down a massive motherfucking dragon, standing before you, and She hasn't outwardly attacked you yet. She's just kind of chilling in her giant pool of acid. There's a bit of an acrid smell. But other than that, she's just kind of staring you guys down, waiting for you to make the next move. She had kind of taunted Quincy about his no longer dead sister, and if nobody makes a move, she's gonna start taunting the rest of you.
God. God.
I want to hear this.
It.
Haunt me.
I was expecting a roll initiative
Hold on.
moment.
Belle, I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, just real quick. For the Battle Mage's Garb, the AC is 14 plus Dex modifier?
Yes. No, it's not plus 14. It makes your AC 14 plus your Dex mod.
That's fucking acid, dog. I can't stand in that.
So...
Aiko was.
can't-
Aiko was standing in it. She was perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
but also that was the person resurrected by this dragon. You know what? Because Ashton has 55 feet of movement.
Uh-huh.
I have two very, very stupid things I'd like to do.
I will say doing anything that would provoke the dragon will immediately
Oh no, this is more Ashton just immediately getting in their face, just questioning what's going on.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can get up close.
It's not my worst idea,
No.
but
So, your feet do not seem to burn as you walk through the shallows of this area. It seems that the acid here is not one that dissolves things quickly. Like, there's a tingle, and you think standing in this for too long might give you a chemical burn, but does not seem to immediately dissolve your legs. Yet.
so I have to ask, why did you bring friend Quincy's sister back to life?
Oh, if it isn't Cord's favorite little street rat. Well,
Yes, that is me.
It was an accident, for one, killing Quincy's family. I kill so many in the pursuit of world domination and the basically resurrection of my children that I did not realize. And once I saw the near charred remains of a woman whom I had bathed in acid, I figured I would do the altruistic thing and resurrect her.
I do not know what to make of that. Follow-up question.
Yes.
Are you the one who they refer to as the Black Serpent?
She'll gesture to herself and go, "What do you think?"
Well, you have wings, and the term serpent is usually just for big snake. Is that not a demeaning term for you?
No, it is not a demeaning term. The reason I am considered a snake, it's more of a metaphor, really. It's, typically those who work for me don't live very long. Either adventurers or I use them as food.
Understandable. Third and final question for a little bit. Would you like to see a magic trick?
No, thank you. And you see her begin to breathe in, and then she's going to breath weapon you if you don't move.
That was full movement,
Uh-huh.
but we're not in
You're
combat.
not in combat. You can get the fuck out of her face. I will let you move your full movement away without her taking an attack of opportunity. You said magic. She was like, nope, that's a threat.
Oh no. Because here's the thing. Most of Ashton's magic is healing magic.
Uh-huh.
But that's not what the magic trick was gonna be.
Uh-huh. What was it?
He was just going to swap places with Blot.
Well,
Oh, and I just lost control of Blot.
it's because Blot is
There we go.
underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, I just fixed that. But yeah, that was what the magic trick was going to be, and so Blot is just going to use its 30 feet of movement.
I wouldn't stay in the dragon's threatened square.
That's true.
You did cast magic, and she's not happy with you.
Here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Blot is technically hovering. His feet don't exist.
That's totally fair. And she will look at you and go, "Ah, yes. Most of Court's servants are cowards. You take after your masters well."
Ashton turns to oh god, I forgot our new
Sir Leroy of Daggerford.
He turns to Sir Leroy and just, so, weird question. Do you know any tailors who could turn dragonhide into good pair of shoes?
I can. I'm pretty skilled with needle and thread.
I may be asking for your services.
Fantastic. I would gladly, if we can kill her, that is. Oh, you mean the starving child who couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag when the Red Brands had him captured? You think you're going to kill me? And you see him visibly shrink. You see Sir Leroy visibly, shrink.
Hold on, I've got to see if I have a good spell for this, but
It's
Ashton
not that
is
he's
just
afraid.
going-
It's not that he's afraid. It's that he's sad.
I know, but Ashton is just gonna wrap his arm around Leroy and just pat on the chest. Do not worry, my friend. We've got this.
Okay. So who else wants to be taunted?
Give me.
Who else wants to
Egg.
be cheeky with the dragon?
Gala's gonna turn to Sir Leroy and just under his breath say,
I would advise calling your mount swiftly.
He'll nod. Hey, Lynx, I'm gonna shoot you in a DM real quick.
okay, great.
I have a question.
Yes, I may have
the
an
side.
answer.
Was this the same dragon that Solana had fun with?
No, that was the white dragon. That's this.
That was the
dragon's
white
wife.
dragon. Okay.
Yeah, that's this dragon's wife.
Okay. I can't remember which one was the one that Solana.
No,
Messed around with.
That was the white dragon. The white dragon now has a giant chunk out of her neck, or a scar where that chunk was.
Okay. Cool.
I'm back, gamers. Oh, what I
Welcome
missed.
Taunting.
The dragon will kind of look
Ugh.
at Lorraine and go, "Oh, if it isn't Asmodeus' little bitch. Too bad you couldn't save your daughter, could you?"
Focus.
Lorraine's going to visibly twitch her eye at that, and she's going to smile. Ah, neither could you, could you?
Those are. Oh, darling dear, I've saved more of my clutch than what you killed. I'm less emotionally invested. I'm definitely not enough to take a deal with the literal archdevil, because I'm too sad that I can't beat the knights that killed my daughter and then cowered behind purple dragon knights.
Not so cowardly as yourself, for you are delaying the inevitable.
Oh yes, and like you're not afraid to be underground, little prince. Too bad you're not, your mothers aren't here to, see how battle-hardened you are.
Joke's on the dragon. Gil doesn't have deep feelings about his mothers because he never knew them.
No, I'm gonna shoot you another DM.
I mean, there's complicated feelings to be sure.
Complicated.
Especially with recent information coming to light. And yeah, that also.
That's what he was referencing.
Okay. I think Gale just gets his swords out, and I think it's time for a blade song.
Okay.
Fuck 'em up.
Anybody else up for being fucked with before this dragon?
Fucked with?
Yeah, welcome back.
Hello.
I feel like I'm good on terms of being fucked with.
Yeah,
considering-
yeah. The dragon's already fucked with you. The dragon has made fun of the entire party except for Charybdis and Hero.
Might I say?
Has he made fun of Leo?
So he fucked with Gale, which is enough, and Leo's
Fair
already
enough, yeah.
ready to kill him.
Might I say? The dragon has not said anything worse than what Ashton has said to himself previously.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
no,
just...
she knows.
Bad.
She knows. She knows this. Also, Quincy, if you move any farther behind the dragon, she's going to breath weapon you. Just as a heads up.
Yeah, why are you so far?
Just moving.
Spreading out,
Just
which
move.
is a smart idea.
Yeah, I'm not moving any closer.
But
I'm...
she specifically hates you in particular, and will waste a breath weapon on you individually.
Me?
Yes, you.
Me? Why does she hate me in particular? I've done nothing to this
The
bitch.
person that's been hunting her, like this whole. You think she didn't know you were tracking her down?
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Valid. Have a nice day. Yeah. Also, if we're talking about people like blade songing and doing, and on a sword this whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's fucking ready.
So Charybdis, all of your friends have been insulted.
Yeah.
I look at the flaw in your, or not flaw. It's a personality trait in your in your thing. What you doing?
Are we working with like a turn order with that? At the moment?
No. At the moment, there's no turn order. There's just me calling on each of you and seeing if you're gonna step up to this dragon, who will likely insult you.
I mean, yeah, probably. Obviously depends on how that situation goes.
She's insulted everyone but you and Hero at this point. She's like insulted literally everyone. She made fun of Lorraine for losing her daughter and for not and she made fun of Leroy for starving to death. She made fun of Gale and his dead parents. She made fun of Quincy and the fact that he wasn't strong enough to save his sister, but she was. She made fun of Ashton, but Ashton and called Ashton a coward. You know.
As dragons do, as bullies would do.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Ashton not taking damage in the water?
No,
Quiet.
Ashton did not take damage in the water.
Okay, so it's not if you touch it, you can't. It's not if you touch it, you get hurt.
No.
It's tingly. It's like long.
tingly.
Now.
Okay, good to know. Because I was like, damn, I can't get in there to do jack shit. And then I realized I can just go in there.
You can get there up to
I don't
20
wanna-
feet. You can go in up to 20 feet. It's about as far as Ashton went.
I'm gonna stay right
Because
here.
after 20 feet, it gets deeper. Like, half
And
her
he's
body is submerged in acid right now.
And what? My short king at fucking 5 foot.
Yeah, he will be completely submerged. 20 foot is up to his chest.
Yeah. All right. I'm just waiting. Mostly because
Hero.
I'm just chilling.
So the last people we're waiting on to interact with the dragon, if they're going to, are Hero and Charybdis. Do either of you say anything to the dragon?
You got anything?
I think Hero is more preoccupied on downing the potion of fire breath, just in case.
Fantastic.
But I don't think they're going to provoke a dragon because they know what provoking a dragon means.
Yeah, I think the dragon. I will also, to clarify for Holly, who was not here, the water, any of that water, that's all acid. Yeah, it's all acid. The dragon
Varying
will
degrees.
turn his eyes over to Hero and goes, the only one worth my time. Hello, little dragon.
Beat or like clawed hand in the air as a subtle like wave, like hello.
What brings a noble creature like you into a gang of creatures like this? You should work for me.
Well, politely, I will decline because currently you have something of mine that I need back, hence why the allegiance.
Oh,
So,
and what is that? What do I
several
have?
kids.
Oh, no, that's not me. That's my wife. And we can speak to her about that.
We
You also said
will
that you eat your
eventually.
employees.
Yes, but those employees aren't dragons. That one's a dragon. We can speak later about returning the kitten and the human cub. If you survive, that is. For if any of you decide to attack me, I will have to kill you all. And she'll shift her eyes and go, "Does the Queen Pretender have nothing to say?"
Oh.
You broke up a little bit, babe.
It happened.
Hello?
Heard queen, and then nothing after that.
Yeah, there's the queen, and then
so
nothing else.
the dragon looks at Charybdis and goes, "Does the Queen Pretender have nothing to say?" Queen by default, because you can't uphold your people's traditions.
I gotta wait on you.
Most of that cut out for me. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. She's saying I can uphold plenty for the rules essentially.
Oh, yes. But isn't it the case that you've been going around calling yourself regent when you haven't even completed the duel with your sister?
I didn't start that, first of all.
You still perpetuated it.
It might very well be acting queen, so yeah, that would be Queen Regent, wouldn't it?
I would liken you to a pretender rather than a regent. There's nothing regal about you.
Regally's no.
There's
Fuck you.
And she'll just she'll chuckle and go, "And you prove my point. There's nothing regal about your entire family." A kraken.
You seem to think
She's a bitch.
awfully
Yeah,
highly of yourself.
she'll chuckle and go, "Quiet down, child. The adults are talking."
Hold on. How old is Charybdis?
60s or so.
Oh, yeah.
How old is Gale?
Not that old.
Yeah.
A baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, he's a
22.
baby. He's a young
adult.
adult. He's
Yes.
This is an
Oh.
adult dragon and a Triton in her 60s. Like this. And she'll just go, a kraken with no bite, a Scylla with barely a hound to her name, and you. The name of an ancient primeval monster, and you can't live up to your namesake. Truly, you are pathetic.
20 feet. I mean,
Fuck you.
there.
Yeah, so she has sufficiently insulted all of you. Charybdis, I'm looking forward to see how that personality trait comes to pass.
Certainly.
But yeah, roll initiative, everybody. The dragon's done taunting you. She's ready to kill you now.
To be honest,
Aw, roll.
to be honest, I was sitting here like, I was thinking of going, hey, anyone just want to charge this bitch with me?
If you
Oh.
charge her, she will reaction breath weapon you.
Yeah.
That's how she would have. That's how she would have done that if you had charged her out of combat.
It's like, I'm thinking of like, what if I roll a d4 for stress? If I do that and I roll a 4, I am at affliction point, and that's a bad idea in a dragon fight.
I am going to use a Faustian deal that one of my players in a different game. I'm pulling on that Faustian deal and giving the dragon advantage on her initiative roll.
Which player is this?
That'd be you, buddy. You.
Yeah.
You have done this.
I pulled upon Tiamat for a request, and lo and behold, the dragon, one of Tiamat's crotch goblins, is now giving a 10 in initiative.
Yep.
Yours.
That means she goes before Gale does.
Everyone goes before Gale does.
That's true. She goes before Sir Leroy. She goes before. She goes after Quincy. She goes before. Let's see. Oh no, she doesn't go before Quincy. She goes right after Ashton and Lorraine. And yeah, I think everybody is pretty much in the turn order. However, one of the many things that I'm doing that it was recommended to me to do for powerful fights is give my monsters a second initiative. So she's still gonna go on a 3 also.
Okay. But before she finished insulting everyone, would Sir Leroy have been able to get a little toot on his whistle?
He would absolutely call on the whistle, and all of you would hear a loud eagle's screech. I wish I'd have gotten that for my soundboard. I would have because I got a few different monster sounds. But yeah.
Wait, could Gale have done the same?
I will say, how stressed did those comments make Gale? Did Gale take stress from any of that?
Gale took a point of stress, yes.
I don't think he'd had the concentration to do that with all the stuff he's been going through lately.
He did roll a critical failure.
So you can do that on your turn. But yeah, you guys hear an eagle screech as a fucking griffin flies in and lands next to Sir Leroy. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and kick off this combat with one last thing before I will let Hero go.
Yes.
The roar of the storm.
Great.
Yay. Great.
This is fine.
Yeah, it's Hero's turn. What is he doing? Or what are they doing?
I don't know. I wasn't anticipating Hero to go first. Because I feel like they would act upon others.
If you would like to hold your turn, you absolutely can.
I almost wanted to make a bargain,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if that would
Please,
be great.
please bargain.
So I was gonna bargain if Gale and I could switch initiatives.
Oh? I
Hmm.
do.
But 'tis up to you. That was gonna be my bargain. I was gonna be like,
Oh.
hypothetically.
Huh. Yeah, I'll let that happen for undisclosed
yeah.
favorite
Okay.
later.
Do you want
I
to
feel
make
like
a fair
Hero-
bargain?
Yeah, I feel like Hero's not in the mindset to act first.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
especially with the fact that they're talking to the dragon.
Yes, I will. I will take your bargain, my dear Faye. I will
Yeah.
take it. I will take it for an undisclosed favor to be, to be cashed in later.
The next time I roll an initiative, you'll be like, "Hey, in this Curse Strahd game, can I do this?"
The
Okay, cool.
Faustian deal has been made.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, fine. Alright, sure, I can. Alright, sure. I guess I'll go first then. Rather than shrinking in fear, Gale is moved to violence.
Mhm.
Awesome. Okay. So is it just a free object interaction to blow on a little whistle?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I do need all of you to make me a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. By the way, except for Lorraine.
What?
Um,
Pray for presence, yeah.
I'll use my word to fuck. I have 2 of these.
Anyone
Fuck.
within 10 feet of Leo gets a bonus to the saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
What's the bonus?
I'm checking.
It's whatever
What's
his
the
charisma.
bonus?
No, it's charisma.
Yeah,
Ah.
3.
Ah.
Damn. 11 then.
Okay, wisdom save.
Yep, the Griffin is immune. And so I will roll Sir Leroy's.
10.
That's a 1.
Oh, damn it.
What does frightened do?
You can't move.
You can't
closer
move
within-
towards. Yeah. And you have disadvantage on attacks as long as you can see the creature.
Okay, I'm gonna burn an inspiration to reroll that then.
Okay.
And I think skill checks as well.
And then +3, that's still probably not enough, is it?
It's a
Not-
DC 16. No, it is not.
Alright.
I would give you mine if you want it.
Well,
You also have
The
pool
flutter?
inspiration. Like, Lynx, you have
Yeah.
so many points
Hold
of
on.
inspiration.
Perry
Yeah.
also has something. Hold on. What was it again? When a creature activates damaging... No. Oh, that's just a damaging move. Never mind. Alright. One more time. One more time.
Time.
No.
No.
Alright.
Except
The-
The dice say no.
Yep, so...
Did I say I need to be afraid of this bitch? And I'm mad about it.
God, there's so many of you that are afraid. I believe
Oh,
everyone
Leah
but
needs to make a save,
Ashton.
too.
Yeah. I believe
Ashton
everyone...
Lorraine, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Leo gets advantage.
I feel like I
I
have a valid
forgot.
reason. I feel like I have a valid reason to be afraid of this thing.
Leo's fine.
Yeah, it's Ashton, Leo, and fucking Lorraine are not afraid.
And the griffin.
Yeah, and the Griffin, because the Griffin is immune. The Griffin is also pissed. The Griffin
Okay.
came in and was like, "Oh, you've insulted my master. Now you have to die." Bad initiative, Griffin. Bad initiative.
Cool. So this spell isn't an attack roll. It's a saving throw. So
Uh-huh.
that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That works out just great.
What's the save?
If it'll pull up. Hold on. It's not pulling up. This is a spell card. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. At 4th level, Yeah, so that's call lightning.
Hold on. I have
Alright, there was an open sky, wasn't there?
Uh-huh.
to... Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's why I specifically asked about it last session.
Okay. So what's the save? Dex?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. DC 16.
That was
That was a
not...
drop.
Here.
That was not supposed to roll at advantage. Advantage.
Okay.
So it
it's
takes 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
woohoo. And as long as I maintain concentration on that, I can just keep doing that for like a hot minute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. You have anything? You have anything else you want to do?
Double
Do you have anything
checking.
else you can do? It's the question.
Bonus action, right?
Yes, yeah, because Blade Song happened before.
Mhm.
So, oh right, did I say as an object interaction? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Whistle?
You do. You
Okay.
can whistle, and bring in your mount, whom I've forgotten to give a goddamn.
My
character
friend,
sheet
my
yet.
mount, a buddy.
Your friend.
Yeah,
That's my
that's my
boy.
friend. That's my buddy right there.
Buddy chum pal. Home slice.
Pegasus.
What was your mount again?
It's a Pegasus. Hello?
Well,
Can you guys hear me?
You cut off right at the end. I don't know if you're still talking or not.
It's a Pegasus.
Yeah, okay.
The mount is a Pegasus. My internet really fucking hates me today, apparently.
That's
Yeah.
alright. I feel you. Right now you're fine though, so you're doing
Yeah.
good.
So, Gale, your Pegasus lands right next to you, its hooves stamping into the ground. Also, I believe immune to fear.
Great, awesome. Okay, I can't get any closer. I don't think
Nope,
so.
not even on the back of the Pegasus.
No, and I can't move forward to mount the Pegasus. So,
Well, the Pegasus will, like, land where you can mount it.
okay, I get on the horse. Let's see.
Get on the
Uh,
horse.
I don't know if any of these cantrips are gonna do shit.
Uh-huh.
But
You don't have any saving throw cantrips?
well, this one's a saving throw.
Yeah.
What's the range on it? Is that close enough? It is. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Fun. We love a little sapping sting. So make
Oh.
a con save.
Oh.
It's immune to necrotic damage.
Oh well, I
You
mean,
can
it still has
roll
an
a con save
effect.
for prone. Yeah.
So, just so you're aware, it's already prone.
It's a save or
She's
suck.
laying
So
down in her pool of, like, she's already prone.
Oh, she's prone. Okay.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
laying in
so
her
that
pool
would
of
do nothing then.
acid. Yeah. Like, she's all she has to do is
Uh.
stand up. You guys caught her in the middle of a bath. Like,
fair enough.
To be fair, if anything's gonna get rid of bacteria and germs, it's probably
it's
gonna be
acid. Yeah.
Especially if you yourself are immune to it.
Yeah, that's why she's not taking a bath in, like,
Alright, you
highly
know,
corrosive
let's try.
acid.
26.
Yeah.
At
Look 'em up.
disadvantage.
But you gotta roll
Is it
again.
disadvantage?
Yeah, because of
Yeah, you're
frightened.
frightened.
Just scared.
Right.
As long as you're within line of sight of it. Yeah.
But you said she's already prone.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a range attack.
Yeah, that's a ranged attack. It would have been disadvantaged in general.
Well, that's
Oh,
still
well.
a 26.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 10.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't Ray of Frost have some other effect?
It
as well?
does. On a hit,
She
it takes
is
1d8
slow.
cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
This dragon
Yeah.
sucks. Thank you, Liam.
Sucks to suck.
She doesn't have to
Alright,
move
that's
to
it.
kill you.
No, she doesn't. But you know, it makes me feel a little bit better that I did something. Okay.
Quincy, it's your turn.
So here's the thing. I have like one ranged option. And everything else is like
If you
right
were
up there.
if you were not frightened and thus able to approach, I do have something, but I believe most of us are frightened.
Yeah.
Do
the
you need a
majority of you
ranged
are
option?
frightened.
I have a single ranged option.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at my stuff.
Throws.
I
rock.
keep looking. No. That's a
We are-
crossbow.
We are getting.
Oh wait, fuck!
Oh,
This is
well,
not
like crossbow.
Pathfinder. Okay, it's not Pathfinder.
But you did attack at disadvantage, which means you miss.
I got 2
because
attacks though. So.
yeah. She's also prone. Again, that's a miss.
Question.
Yes.
When do we get to remake the fear saving throws?
At the end of your turn.
Yes, the end
Okay.
of your turn.
And
Fuck
with
you!
wisdom,
Fuck
right?
you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! I say
Oh,
as I
hey.
become unfrightened.
This is the fuck you guys.
Gale is also no longer
Hurting the
frightened.
fuck out of my feelings.
Do you say fuck you to the dragon? Out loud?
Do it.
Are you fucking?
Yeah, sure.
No graffiti today. Especially
Not even
not,
my graffiti. Not
especially,
even my graffiti on the side.
No, especially when it can be visibly seen on screen, which
Okay,
it can.
yeah. Fair. Do I tell this thing "fuck you" to its face?
Do it.
That's a
No.
very bad idea.
Do it. Do it.
Like, gone.
No. There's nothing else I can do this. Well, that's in my turn. Yeah, nothing else I can do.
Charybdis, it's your turn.
Wonderful.
You have a cool new
All right.
spear that does not require you to be up there.
Yeah, and that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. However, I would like to give everybody the ability to walk on this acid without being harmed.
Fantastic. So now you guys can get
Fantastic.
farther than 20 feet in without dying.
Could I perhaps use this once per day spear thing as a bonus action?
No, that's a action.
Damn.
Like that's a you throw that spear and it becomes lightning.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's also a once per day type of deal, so she's gonna have to wait to be able to do anything with that anyway. So this is the type of fear where I can't approach at all, right?
Yeah, you can shift this way, like you can move left or right, but you cannot get closer to the creature. Because technically you're getting
Unfortunately, I got
farther
some
away.
ginormous allies in the way.
Well, I mean, you can move through their space. Yeah, you can move through the
I
space.
can get to here.
Yeah. The Pegasus is in the air. You can move within its space.
I can get to here.
There we go.
All right.
I cannot move the Pegasus.
Yep, I will give you access in just a moment.
Thank you.
Yep.
Everybody has water walking, by the way. It works on acid.
Yippee!
Open
Put some kind of
sheet,
token on my thing.
Edit. Quirk links. Links, you can rename your Pegasus as you wish.
Does it all right, it does have a name, doesn't it?
Yeah, his name is Zephyrus.
It is now Leo's turn. Leo taking this new water walking ability straight to this fucking dragon's face. And he will
That's fine.
he will look
What a
dead
man.
he will look dead at the dragon and will go, "You have insulted my lord and my love, and you will now fucking die for it." And then he's gonna start swinging.
Great. That's not flashbacks stressful at all. That's fine.
One. That's a hit. He does have advantage on these strikes, and that's a miss.
He still gets in one good smite.
Yeah, he does. He does in fact get in one good smite. It's 16 points of damage in one strike. And the dragon looks down at him and goes, "Oh, little knight, I'm going to melt you down into your basest particles. And then I'm going to throw what's left to your future husband.
The fuck you will.
Ashton,
From a
it's your
distance.
turn. Ashton, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Well,
Ashton, I'm not afraid de Tempête. Fuck this thing.
yeah. We're just gonna use something kind of fun that I have.
Okay.
I'm going to Storm Sphere.
Now, what does that do?
So long as the target I choose is within 150 feet of me, I create a 20-foot sphere.
Uh-huh.
And it is just violent winds.
Okay.
And any creature within 60 feet of the center point of this sphere, I get to just point at them, say, fuck you, and shoot a bolt of lightning at them as a bonus action.
So, hey, Crow, I have a question for you. What happens when...
How did I get that?
No, what happens when a body of water has raging winds over it?
Nothing good.
Yeah,
And
especially
I
when
am
it's made of
just
acid.
now...
Especially when
Well,
it's
to
made
be
of acid.
fair, that is also why I have spent the last 15 minutes pretty much trying to figure out what my perfect point would be, because here
So,
we get the
Ash,
least
I
amount
want-
of splash
I want
issue.
you to understand that this is a waterfall.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
As
is that
is
is
this
a lot of splashes.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So
shit,
either you're covering Hero, Quincy, Blot, and Leo, or you're covering the rest of the party in 3d6 acid damage. There's a reason she bathes in acid. You're in her lair.
Oh, that's...
Couldn't you... Wait, no. If you moved, you could technically put it down here, and then have it shoot out.
But
Couldn't you?
I mean, theoretically, I could put it right here, but the main reason I wanted to put it on top of the dragon...
Or the extra damage,
Yeah, because it did not give the proper spell save DC. What the hell?
That is the terrible thing
Yeah, I would
about
hope
fighting
not.
dragons. It's the terrible thing about fighting dragons in their lair. It's made to protect the dragon. This is why I was like, you guys are fighting two dragons in their lairs. This is gonna be fun for me.
Yeah. Oh. There's really no good option, is there?
I mean, not for that particular ability.
Would
Maybe if
you
it
let
moves,
me-
maybe if it moves out of the acid, if you can taunt it out of the acid.
Question
Yes.
for Crow now. Couldn't he technically have the sphere be just above the acid?
So again, what happens when a swirling storm happens above a body of water? What is that called?
Yeah, but the waves are also would be lower than if it was directly inside of it.
You mean the waterfall that is flowing from above the dragon.
Yeah, but if it's where it is there, yeah.
It's still a current of water that's coming toward it. You're creating an acid hurricane. That is what you're doing. You're creating an acid hurricane.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, not only will it splash you, it just becomes a hurricane of acid. And if anybody,
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And would be hilarious.
It's terrible for you guys. I am trying to save y'all's lives more so than anything. I'm not trying to undercut this cool ass ability. And on the white dragon, this is going to be super useful.
But you'll let me say, hey, instead do this other thing?
Sure.
Cool. So if I get right here, would I have advantage on the scaly bastard?
Melee attacks against it have advantage anyway. It's prone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's right. So if that's the case, then we'll just stand right here.
Because that's the other thing about the dragon, like putting it above the dragon. It's dipped 40 feet underneath the acid for the most part. So you'd have to put it close enough to be on the acid to affect the dragon.
And that would create the acid hurricane.
Yes, which is a dope-ass image, right? That's a dope-ass image. However, it would kill a lot of you. Yes, go ahead.
Regarding, since we're talking about it now, regarding doing it against the white dragon, would that not conjure up a snowstorm, which would then in turn also blind the dragon?
So white dragons, wonderful thing about white dragons, they're used to hunting in the snow. Yeah, they're used to hunting in the snow. So,
Same.
But yeah, no, it would in fact conjure up a snowstorm. But at the same time, imagine how fucking cool that's gonna be, and how cool it'll be when you whoop its ass in a snowstorm.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not arguing against it, mind you.
So, yeah, instead of casting a fun spell, we're just gonna Ashton's just gonna rub his knuckle dusters together and get them all charged up, and he's just gonna run in and start punching.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
9 damage. A mix of bludgeoning and electric.
Okay, 9 damage. How much of that is electric damage?
Let's see. So, 1 point of electric damage.
Okay, so 2 points of electric damage. So he takes 9 damage.
Oh.
Because, it's dipped down into acid, which is a liquid which is conductive to electricity.
Yes, it is. Very good for me. Does a dirty 20 hit?
No, it does not. If any of you had been standing in the acid when Ashton had just hit the dragon, the conductivity of the dragon's bones would have shot out to all of you.
Would it hit Leo then?
Thank goodness for water walk.
Yeah, Leo's walking above the water.
Good old water walk, thank fuck.
Well, you're just on top of the surface tension of the water.
Yes.
So, you're still touching it, theoretically.
Okay. So, I'm gonna
the water
say
disperses it?
I'm gonna say no because you're not underneath it. As someone who has been electrocuted while under the water, I'm gonna say no.
It's like Dungeon Meshi rules.
But yeah, so Ashton, Dirty 20 does not hit. Is that everything? Bonus action to activate the knuckles.
Yes, bonus action, activate the knuckles, 2 punches, and... Did I have a third punch? No, I don't think I did.
Because you used your bonus action, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
So, Lorraine, it's your turn. How are you going to attack the dragon?
Cool, I'm about to see how well it's been prepared for this fight. I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay. It's going to reaction use shield.
Hey, good. Waste.
Motherfucker.
That's exactly what I was testing for too.
Yep. In fact, and I believe it now gets a bonus to its AC. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, +5.
Ooh.
Until
Till-
the what start or end of its turn? I don't remember.
Until the start of its next turn.
Yeah, so
Start of its
it's
next turn,
now
which is after me.
Yeah, it is now not a thing. You have a
Hey, I'm
bonus
not done.
action.
I have a bonus action and I have movement. How dare you?
Uh,
I'll go here.
so I gotta check something really quickly. The language on the thing.
Language?
Yeah, I gotta see if certain feat does a certain thing. Do you do what I think you do? Creatures disengage. Nah. Tag. Nah. No, it does not do the thing that I think it does. So you are safe for now.
I'm just looking something up for Raw. I'll also ask you. I'm just gonna see something. Okay. I think, yeah, I know. I am going to Booming Blade, at least attempt to.
Okay, yeah. No, that does not hit.
Yeah, it's got shield up.
Mm-hmm. And now it's the dragon's turn.
Now it's her turn.
Yeah.
We are
Hey,
far more split than I
so
expected, so.
it slowly stands up. I need a dexterity saving throw from Leo, from Ashton, and from Lorraine. Okay.
I think. Hold on.
Uh-huh. Natural 1 plus 8. That's a...
Oh,
Are you looking at evasion?
Yeah, I looked at evasion.
Uh-huh.
Not what I was hoping it was.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone
I mean, if it's
around
damage, then
Leo
I
it's...
was
still gets
thinking of danger sense.
+3 to their saving throw.
Uh-huh. It still would not matter for the
Yeah.
cases of everybody but Leo.
I am going
Yeah.
to inspiration it though. At least attempt to.
Still a failure. And she'll look down at you and go, you're still a failure. And yeah, she's going to hit you for 4d6 acid damage. You both take 20 acid damage.
Owie.
Evasion means I take 10.
You take
Uh-huh.
half, yes.
How's Leo?
Still hurts.
Leo takes 10 damage.
Okay.
I haven't used my reaction yet. Let me
All
see.
it did
Which
was
one do I want?
stand up.
Yeah, and I can either absorb elements. Yeah, I can absorb elements. If I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read this again.
I want you all to know that I have the song Phantom of the Opera in my my earbuds that I have in underneath my headphones because I found a lesbian cover of Phantom of the Opera. And
I
it's
am
so
going
good.
to absorb elements.
Okay. What does
And
that
I have
do?
resistance to acid. I've got resistance to acid until the start of my next turn, and I do 1d6 acid damage, but that's not important really. I'm
Yep.
just looking for resistance.
She's immune. You take half, so you take 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, because you could not afford to take that 20. And then She's gonna
And I'm
start
resistant.
fucking unloading on you guys. Okay, so first she's gonna bite at Lorraine. It's a 28. Does that hit?
28, I believe it's yes.
Okay, so that's
18
18 piercing plus 6 acid.
3
acid.
I have resistance.
Yeah. So 21 damage.
Does it really only do 1d8 acid damage for a bite?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was more. I thought it was more acid.
That's
less
just a
piercing.
bite. That's just it's just its bite. Instead of one of its claw attacks, it's gonna use the fact that it bit you and you're now in its jaws to throw you. And so I get to make an athletics check for the dragon. So
The contested one.
no, you're just in its jaws.
What's it? So is it like for how far she throws me, or
Basically.
okay?
Okay, so water walking does not save you from being thrown underwater, I assume.
You will
No,
submerge,
it's
and then it will
no,
pop you
'cause it's-
back up.
it's considered safe ground, like sturdy ground. So
Yeah.
I cannot be submerged regardless.
Cool. Bam.
If-
you hit
if
the
I
wall.
was
You hit the
already.
wall behind it. Or
Ow.
as you hit as if you're hitting a wall. So you're only going to take a d8 damage from that. So you take 7 more damage. And then it's going to make a tail attack against let me see how far its tail attack goes actually. Does its tail attack have reach? Tail reach
I believe it's
15
15,
feet.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Blood is
Not quite enough to hit Quincy. Which was
I
what
can take an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
and
you
get
know
there.
what? You know what? She will take that opportunity attack. She's gonna move literally right here, and then try and hit Quincy with her tail. Ashton and Leo get
Hold on.
attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey Quincy, does a 22 hit your AC?
To hit my AC. My AC is 21, so that just hits.
You take 17 bludgeoning damage, and Ashton, you hit with your shocking silver strikes. All right, so you take 18 damage. So
24.
24, yeah. Wait, hold on. How 24?
Yeah, because you said it's double damage from electric. It's 5 bludgeoning, 6 electric, 5 due to Dex mod, and then 2 because you said Knuckle Dusters also capitalize on the fact that...
So it did. Okay, so 5, 6, so 6, 12. So that's 12, but how many points of that are electric?
6 points of
6,
electric
7, 8,
damage.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It takes 13, not 24.
Resistance to bludgeoning?
So 6, 12. Oh, okay. So that's plus 5. So yeah, okay. Yeah, that's 24 damage. Okay, yeah. So it is going to use a legendary action to breath weapon you, Ashton.
As it's charging up, Ashton is just gonna double bird this thing immediately before the acid hits him.
So I need
Sorry.
saving throws for
Teacher.
yes.
Hand up. Legendary actions can only be used on the end of turns that are not its turn.
Okay. Sir Leroy. It's Sir Leroy's turn. And at the end of Sir Leroy's
Leroy,
turn,
you better do something.
yeah, at the end of Sir Leroy's turn, it's everybody in that line is getting acid
We're-
attacked.
We're actively watching her mouth opening up
Yeah,
as the
that's
acid
what's
is
happening.
bubbling.
That's what's
Yeah.
happening. You're watching, because what you see is her chest begin to glow as acid begins to move its way up her throat.
Watching a
Okay.
real life telegraphed attack.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
just a fighter, guys.
yes, he
We're
is.
watching in 6 seconds
Yeah.
what's happening.
He is a fighter.
I
Less than
mean,
6 seconds.
if it gets to Gale's turn before that happens, he can do something or he can try something, but I don't think we're gonna have that luxury.
Nope, it happens at the end of Sir Leroy's turn. I will say
Yeah.
that Sir Leroy can mount and use his mount on his turn, because he mounted the Griffin before the fight began. So the
Yes.
Griffin can move up to its movement on his turn. It just cannot attack till the beginning of its turn. And it's
It
go.
does not have. Oh, it does have its own turn.
And it's right after
Okay.
Sir Leroy.
Okay. So it can move on his turn. Is
Yes,
what
it
you're
can
saying?
move to
Okay.
its movement up on his turn.
Okay. And he cannot encourage the mount to get close to it though, because he's scared.
Yeah, he is afeared.
He can
Okay.
back away so that less people get attacked by the breath.
That's true.
He can move
He can.
adjacent.
He can move adjacent. I will say moving
And
up toward
up.
Quincy is not moving toward the dragon.
Okay, great. He'll like fly up and around.
Yeah.
That's like
He-
still
he
yeah,
should have
that's
a-
roughly
he
the same
should have
distance.
A bow of some kind. If
He does have a crossbow, but I wanted to get the movement out of the way first, so I didn't forget. Yeah, he just has a crossbow.
Ranged attacks no longer have disadvantage against her, but he
Well-
has disadvantage because of frightened.
Yeah, I mean, so that's well,
7.
should have
Well-
done that one first, dude. All right.
Okay, so make the saving
tries.
throw. It is a wisdom save.
He's not very good at that.
No, he's not. I did not build him to be very good at that. All right, so it's the end of his turn, and it is acid time. I need
Yeah.
saving throws from Gale, Gale's Pegasus, Charybdis, Leo, and Ashton, and
I-
Perry.
Don't have a sheet
Jerry.
for the Pegasus, but I can roll something and use
You
the
have the sheet for the Pegasus. It is somewhere.
where?
It's somewhere. I put one on the thingy. I just have to find it.
I do not have access to one.
If you click its like token, because I gave you access to it, and then click right click and then hit character sheet.
Huh.
Yeah. it
Well, that
should-
wasn't pulling up, but okay. All right. So, sorry. Deck save.
Yeah, deck save. Is that 15. Let me just click her breath weapon so you guys know what you're trying
Okay,
to. 18.
Hold on. Parry. As a reaction, when a creature inflicts a damaging move that forces multiple allies to make a saving throw for damage, they can choose within 10 foot to succeed on the saving throw. So, Gale and Zephyrus, they save.
Okay. That's anybody within 10 feet of Perry?
Mhm.
So Charybdis can also save. Because of Perry.
Yeah, great.
But Leo and Ashton cannot. It's 38 acid damage. Save for half.
Oh, fuck. Did I roll for...
Did you roll for?
Oh, I don't think I rolled for Leo. Let me do that. 15?
18 DC.
Plus his.
Yeah, plus
He
his.
Plus-
just hits. He just hits it with the paladin
Yeah,
aura.
with his
Yeah.
paladin aura. Yeah. So that's one of its legendary actions gone. It is now the Griffin's turn. The Griffin touches down, lets Sir Leroy off, and is gonna go fight its only natural, as the only natural predator to the dragon because griffins are the only natural predators in the Forgotten Realms that dragons have. And they're a third of their size most of the time. This griffin...
It's like that one wildcat.
Yeah,
that
they
eats
hunt dragons. They actively
Alone.
hunt dragons. No, in packs most of the time.
Okay.
So it's going to make 2 claw attacks and a beak. 1, 2, and a beak.
Hey.
Motherfucking right. It gets advantage against dragons because of its natural fucking favorite enemy. So one of those is a crit, and one of them hits. So we're gonna do the hit first again with the claws. That's 11. It's 11 slashing damage as the dragon's just like, you fucking stupid bird, and then it's going to come right back around with let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of piercing damage with its beak before flying and touching down in the against the water, and just kind of on all fours looking at this thing ready to fucking fight. It's pissed. Hero, it is your turn. The dragon has in fact fucked up quite a few of your friends. Like, they're not looking great.
Yep. I am scared. I am a wee little dragon. I can fix that.
You can fix that.
I can fix that. But what do I do? I have a bonus action if I fix that. Can I make a claw attack with my... Hold on.
You can make an offhand weapon attack with your bonus action.
I just don't use my... No, I do... I can't remember if I can use my proficiency bonus or not.
Do you have 2-weapon fighting?
Yes.
Then yes. That one I do
Oh, yeah.
know. That is one of few things
Yes.
that I do know.
Yes. Okay, Hero is going to bestow themselves with heroism.
Fucking love that. I goddamn love paladins.
Yeah, so Hero is no longer afraid. That is their action. They gain a d4 of temporary hit points. 1 temporary hit point. Let's go.
Hell yeah. So, here is the boon of the Raven Queen.
Yes.
When using any ability that would give you temporary hit points, you take the maximum.
4 temporary hit points. Woo! So I don't think I add my charisma modifier to it.
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, you do?
I gain temporary hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier. Oh, so it's my... Never mind. It's on a roll.
Okay.
I think I'm thinking of a different spell.
Yes.
Okay, 3.
Yeah, 3.
Okay, so I'm no longer frightened. Gonna take the little scaredy guy off of my sheet. Goodbye. Cool. I guess I will do my hero thing.
You, because you can fly, can even get on the dragon's back.
I am not flying yet. That's
Okay.
my bonus action if I want to fly.
Yeah. I cannot yet quote Philatides from fucking Kingdom Hearts 2. Get on the Hydra's back!
Not yet. I do not get the benefits of flanking, but nope, I'm under the dragon. Shit. Help! Help!
Uh-huh. Yep.
I can't
Okay.
move my token. That's what I mean by help. Thank you. And I will stab her
Uh-huh.
with epilogue.
Okay.
Attempting. Because it has to be one of my short swords. I am going to re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can do it again. Nope.
She looks down at you and goes, "Such a shame. All the little squires will be so sad that when you die."
Probably. Who knows?
And
Um.
she's gonna make a bite action at you. So 26.
That hits.
Boop. That's 16 plus 3 acid.
I will use my reaction to take half.
Fantastic. She does not yeet you like she did Lorraine, because she has a little bit more respect for you than she does Lorraine. And
Okay, I take 6.
then she is going to beat her wings and take into the fucking sky. Everybody that's within 5 feet can make an attack of opportunity. That means
I cannot because I use my reaction.
Yep, the griffin
The
can.
griffin. Yeah.
Man, my plan to like run up on her back and be all cool and shit. Now I can't do shit.
Griffin
y'all.
misses. She takes up into the air, and then she is going to make a swooping attack against Quincy.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Yes?
no, I was just like, oh.
Yep.
Fun.
Yep.
Great.
She hates Quincy in particular. For
Fuck this man.
Yeah, it's because he's been tracking her for years. Does 25 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a 13. And then she's going to swoop over here and put tail attack Gale.
Hold on. I don't have my blade song tackle thingy on.
Okay.
There we go.
This
Okay.
is a 27 hit.
Not if I use shield.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do. I do use
Okay.
shield. Yes.
Okay, yeah. And then it's going to fly here. And stay 15 feet in the air.
I was waiting for you to go, no, she counterspells you. Fuck you. The tail hits.
No, because
Well, Gale-
this one can't counterspell. Her wife, on the other hand, can.
Yeah, this one could just shield.
Her wife is the proficient mage. She has 2 spells, and those are shield and gate.
Her will, or
Yes.
Fuck around and find out.
if it's at will, then she's definitely a proficient mage.
Gale, it's your turn. She almost just knocked the shit out of you. What you doing, buddy?
Cool. Is it... What amount of time, mechanics-wise, does it take to apply an oil to a blade?
That would be, I believe, an object interaction? Yes?
Okay, great.
People who know 5e better than me?
It's, depending on what it is, it's an action.
Okay. So what is
Is
it?
it?
that you're-
I mean, I can check what it is for poison, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably go for what
It's
that.
kind of like a poison, yeah.
What are you,
Hol-
what are you
holy
applying?
water.
Some
is-
kind of potion of
It
sorts.
takes an action to apply poison to a weapon.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
what
Unless you
are,
have
so I, the DM, would like to know what you are applying, please.
I think you know.
I don't. My brain has 12 different games.
Okay,
All
yeah,
around
I'll
my-
refresh your memory, no problem. So Rika happened to have a potion on her person when she died to a dragon.
Do you remember what I told you about that particular potion?
You said it would not work on ancient dragons.
Yes.
Is this is not an ancient dragon?
No, not quite, but she is very powerful, and the DC on that is 17. So wisdom save DC 17. So you can
Mhm.
try. You can try and pray that she fails. But also, that's not how the potion of dragon control works.
What do you mean?
You drink it, and then you have the ability to give a mental command to the dragon.
Okay, that is not what I have in my inventory notes, but that's okay.
Yeah, you drink it, and then you can control the dragon almost like Gaius, essentially,
Okay.
where it takes psychic damage if it does not obey your command. DC
Okay,
18.
then would that be a bonus action to chug it?
Yeah, bonus action to chug it like I do for all potions.
Okay. Alright. Sure, why not? Worth a try.
And it lasts for a round, so... for a round. So if you... it will have to make a saving throw on the beginning of its turn. As well. Like if it fails.
Okay. So, how long does the effect last then?
If it succeeds, the effect lasts for 1d8 rounds.
Okay.
If it fails, the potion lasts a round total.
Okay.
So you get one shot.
Cool. Alright. Is this still with,
Mhm.
like, the rules for Gaius? Like, I think, doesn't Gaius have restrictions on commanding anyone to do anything actively
Yeah, it
harmful
cannot
to
harm
themselves?
itself. Yeah, you can't command it to, like, kill itself.
Okay,
or
let
harm
me
itself in any
read
way.
Gaius real quick. Blah blah blah, blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah blah. Okay. Short of an activity that would result in certain death.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I will say,
Okay.
because this
Sort of
potion,
yeah.
I will say, since this potion came from an older edition, it also specifies that it cannot you can't make it do harm to itself.
Okay.
I have the potion pulled up from the second edition book that it comes from.
Okay. So, would telling it to move to a specific place count as telling it, like, to get in harm's way or something? Because it's gonna get damaged.
Actively harming itself means, like, you can't tell it to scratch itself or hit itself with its tail or bite its own arm off.
Okay. So, if I wanted to tell it to open wide, I could.
Like it's that is a phrasing, yeah. Yeah.
If I wanted to tell
it can open its mouth. Yeah, you can make it open its mouth. So you can fireball it down its throat. Yeah.
Maybe.
Wide hut.
Yep. Fire.
Alright. I mean, I had another idea too,
Mhm.
but
It is an
you know,
action
I
to
like
make
that
the
idea
command.
more.
It is an action.
It's
to
an
make that
action.
command.
It's an action to make the command.
You can chug the potion, make the command, and that's how it works. That is
But
your
then it
action.
lasts for
1d8 rounds if it fails.
Mm-hmm.
And if it succeeds, you just kind of fucked. The potion of dragon control in second edition was usually used on like lesser dragons, like young and wormlings, and like adult dragons. It was a long shot, but you could do it. And it is again a long shot, but you could do it. I am not saying not to.
Okay. All right. Well, I think now that I know how it works better, would you allow me to walk that back?
Yeah, you can absolutely walk it back.
Okay, I'm going to revise how I have it written in my inventory so I can refer to it later more accurately.
Okay.
And instead, I'll probably call lightning as an action because, you know, I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I still have concentration.
What's the save on that? It's Dex?
I believe so, yes.
It's a 15?
That is insufficient. Let me roll damage in just a moment.
Okay.
1d8 rounds. Okay, excellent. All right. Rolling damage at 4th level.
Okay.
27.
Holy shit.
Plus 8.
So, here's the thing. I have established that it is weak against lightning damage. So, double that.
Oh, okay. So, 27 plus
54.
8
54.
times 2. 70.
70?
Yeah,
Right,
because
because
it's
that
plus
8
8
is
to 8.
also taken into
Mhm.
account.
Yeah, it
Yes.
takes 70
Yes.
damage. And it's about to basically yeah, Gale, I hope you liked living. I really hope you enjoyed being alive.
Yeah, I sure did. And I'm gonna move out of Cryptus's way.
Quincy, it's your turn. What are you doing, buddy?
Well, it's in the air, so I couldn't physically, like, I could attack it with my sword if I.
It is 15 feet in the air and has a very long tail. You could feasibly make an acrobatics check as an action to get onto its tail and then up its back.
As an action.
Yep, as an action. You would have to use your action to jump, grab the tail, and scramble up its back.
I was just thinking of like attack. Fuck it. Nothing lost, nothing gained.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Alright.
Oh, no.
So you leap, and your fingertips just graze the bottom of its scales before landing soundly on the acid. Hey, Charybdis, how long does Water Walk last?
About an hour,
Okay, cool. 10
I
turns.
believe.
Or 10 rounds.
Is it concentration?
Nope, not a
No.
concentration spell.
Okay.
Yeah, it lasts for an hour.
Oh yeah, that's 100 rounds, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very long time.
Okay. Quincy, do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Give me one moment. I don't think I've used my action. Well, did I use an action surge yet?
No?
Alright, now I'll use my action surge and we will try again. Fuck. No,
Yeah,
we
man.
won't. Alright.
Fates do
that's
not
all
want
I-
you on
It-
physics.
So basically, instead this time, you make a leap, and where you had grazed the scales of the dragon before, it has raised its tail, so you cannot grab it. So by no fault of your own, have you missed.
That's all I can do.
I did still have a bonus action.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I didn't mean to take your bonus action away. What would you like to have done
No.
on your bonus action?
Firebolt.
Okay,
It
go
doesn't
ahead.
work.
Yep.
Worth a shot.
Alrighty, so it is now Charybdis. On your last turn, did you make a will save against the fear effect?
What?
At the end of your last turn, you should have made a wisdom save against fear for frightful presence.
My bad.
You're okay. It's just your turn. I want to know if you are still afraid of the dragon or not.
I'd also like to find out. Let's see.
Yes, you are.
Uh-oh.
You do have inspiration.
Well, I guess I'll give it a shot.
Holy,
Hey,
Huh.
what
okay.
the fuck?
For the audience, I want you to understand because you can't see the like chat logs. That is a natural one and a fucking nat 20, one after the other. No, Charybdis, you're not afraid. You're in no
I'm
way,
not
shape, or
afraid.
form. Yeah, I was waiting for you to make the joke. But yeah, no, Charybdis,
appreciate
you're in no way afraid of this dragon. It did, however, insult you and your family.
Yeah. I'd like Charybdis to take on her wereshark form.
Okay.
Could you make her big for me?
Yes, I can. Kaiju
I appreciate it.
Charybdis.
Dun 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 dun.
It's the fucking just the Godzilla theme plays in the background.
All right. She is going to try her very best to whoop this dude's ass.
She will look at you and go, "Oh, the pretender
Her
puffs her
lady's ass.
chest up."
My bad.
Uh,
I'll kick your ass. Fuck you. How dare you?
How fucking dare you?
Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna try to do this with Strike of the Clouds, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm able to hit I can have an opportunity to become invisible to her.
Okay, go ahead.
Samehara. I
Oh,
assume not advantage
not
from
using your
here.
fancy spear? No, not
No.
advantage. That misses.
22.
A 22 will miss.
22 misses.
Yep.
Ah. Alright. We're gonna do an extra attack and see where this takes us. Yeah,
This is
not
13.
any better than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
It is. So you are big. Also, I will point of order. Does Samihara have reach?
yes.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. And you're big, so you're able to hit her. Leo, on the other hand, cannot. He
I was
is
unable to hit her.
Well, yeah, you're
Matter of fact.
physically able to hit her. You're
You got
just,
some javelins and a longbow.
yeah. That's what I was supposed to say. Leo cannot hit her with his sword, so he is going to just fucking shoot her.
Leo, if you need to, you
He
can
also has
climb
spells.
me.
He's got guiding bolt.
He does have guiding bolt. He does, in fact, have guiding bolt, which I think he's going to cast and miss.
Aw.
Oh, poor baby.
Well, that's
Our sweet summer child.
yeah. Poor Leo. And fucking the dragon will laugh and say, "Ah, the witch's child posing as a knight. Little tin soldier, what do you think you can do to me?" Ashton, she is 15 feet in the air. What are you doing, buddy?
Ooh, I'm gonna kill that bitch.
I am going to burn one of the charges from Key of the Hand
Uh-huh.
instead of all three.
Uh-huh.
Gale had a lovely idea.
Oh shit, call lightning. I forgot. Fuck. I forgot I gave you call lightning.
Yeah, you did.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
and it's already up too. How convenient. So you can
Yeah.
just loop boop.
So that is a deck save of 10 plus your wisdom modifier, I do believe. Because you're a monk.
Yes. So that is. Let me double check because
I believe it's also Lynx, if you want to look at the spell for me, I believe it is what is how do you calculate the save on that?
The save is your spell save DC. So
Yes.
usually 10 plus stuff.
10 plus your proficiency modifier. Or no,
Isn't
8
it?
plus
No, it's
your,
8
8
plus.
plus your proficiency modifier plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
There you
So
go, yeah.
DC 15.
Cool.
Yes.
Dexterity saving throw. God damn it.
Ashton looks at her and just lightning crackling from his hands as he casts this. The skies do not belong to you.
So 34.
Jesus fucking Christ. As Ashton casts this, it's almost as if Cord himself speaks through Ashton when Ashton says this, his voice booming throughout the cave as the skies themselves crackle as if a storm giant has split them asunder as the lightning comes and crashes down on this thing's back.
Oh god.
Thus is the power of the hand of Cord.
I've got to check something. Because that's a single action from me.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Could I
You cannot use that spell twice.
Yeah.
No.
No, you can only use it once per turn because it does specify on each of your turns you can use an action to call down lightning.
Okay. If that's the case, then you know what? We're going to use a cantrip because Ashton doesn't really have much in the way of ranged attacks.
You can pick up a rock.
I was
From the
thinking
water?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Where does he get Sacred Flame from? Oh, the single cleric level you've taken. That's where you get that from.
cleric level.
That's where you get that from. Okay, cool. What is the save on that? Dexterity.
Because clerics are also wisdom casters?
Yep,
Okay,
that's
that
a 22,
saves.
yeah. Lorraine, you are uniquely positioned to be able to launch yourself onto this thing.
Yeah, I am. And in fact, if I go here, I don't even need to make an athletics check to clear the jump. Because that's 15 feet, and I have an 18 feet jump distance.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Lorraine, you guys see Lorraine kind of crawl out of the crater that this thing made in the wall with her.
And, if things go well...
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I would
Ahead?
like to jump on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to. You can clear that fucking distance.
Hell yeah. Now, you said combat maneuvers are a bonus action.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. Right?
Mhm.
What are you trying to do? Because this is an adult dragon. So it's gonna take a little more effort on this
I'm willing to
thing.
use an action for this.
Okay.
I'm mainly hoping to use a possible either... Okay, I've got two ideas here. Number one, fucking with her wings so much that she ends up falling back down into the acid.
Which would splash all
Number
over your
two.
teammates and not damage her at all.
Yeah. It's mainly just to get her prone again, but yeah. Number two, hold my action near her head, and that whenever she tries to use her breath weapon again, to basically yank her head up and cause it to not hit anyone.
Except you. Well, here's the thing. If you point a hose pipe up while it is spewing forth the water, what happens? It
Up is
cascades
relative.
downward.
Yeah. If needed, also side to side. It's just a general idea of out of the way of where she's trying to point it.
Yeah. So I will also. Where did I put that? I put a picture of the dragon somewhere. I can't remember where I put it, but I put a picture of the dragon somewhere. For the wing thing, it has 4 of them.
Is it really? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it has 4 wings.
Where's the picture?
So if you look at like how the wing is structured, right? It has 4 mandible pieces that come off from the main arm. Yeah. So you're gonna have to grapple all of that, and I think the only person that could do that is Charybdis.
Or Ashton.
Or multiple people.
Yeah, or multiple people. It's less about like strength and more about size.
Yeah.
Ashton could technically stunning strike her and then put her on the ground, but yeah.
Let me look something up.
He's probably the only one with enough arms.
Give me just 2 seconds.
Yeah, him and Blot could do it, or like the aspect of the astral self. I apologize if you guys can hear Gollum in the background.
I did very briefly.
Yeah. My son uses Holly's really good at that. My son uses The Hobbit to fall asleep, and we've just gotten to Riddles in the Dark.
Imagine waking up to that as a kid, though. Wake up, it's fucking Gollum.
Yeah, no, Holly, you are eerily good at that. Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you trying? So here's what I'll say. You could try. You could certainly try. It would be an action to try and grapple this thing's wing or its head. And you can again certainly fucking try.
Follow-up other question.
Uh-huh.
Well, two questions, one after the other. Number one, is the acid inside of a black dragon at all flammable?
No.
Okay, so it would still
if
just
you were
be
fighting
normal.
a green dragon, that could explode.
Okay. I'll keep
But this
that in
is a
mind.
black dragon.
I'll keep that in mind. Regardless. Or do I? It could be funny. But I got so many options here. Because now I'm juggling between trying to blind her or trying to shove a burning hands down her throat.
That's if you can get her mouth open.
True. I can just burning hands her face if that's what she prefers.
I mean, yeah. True. You could. It's up to you. What you doing?
You know what? Let's give her a nice, nasty burn scar. I am going to second level cast Burning Hands.
Okay. It's a dex save. What's the save?
It's a DC 14. If she succeeds, it's half damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20, total 27.
4d6. So she takes 7 or 8, depending on if you round up or down.
7. She shakes it off, and you gonna do anything with your bonus action?
I am. Do I do?
That 7 points of damage is like a first degree burn. You just grab your boiling hot coffee cup too hard.
If you're open to suggestions, I would suggest a healing potion.
How dare you even suggest that? Does Lorraine look like she ever drinks healing potions in combat?
Lorraine likes to go down in combat.
That is true.
In style.
Lorraine literally has armor that kills her if she doesn't turn it off.
Actively kills her, yeah. Which it is a bonus action to activate.
True, although I feel like it might be a little more helpful if I mind sliver her, possibly.
Disorienting spike of psychic energy, DC 13. What is it?
14.
Wisdom save?
Yeah,
Intelligence
save.
Intelligence save. Oh, okay. So
One of the few spells that are int based.
Cool.
Cool positive or cool negative?
Natural 20,
Negative.
total 25.
Unless it wasn't. Unless it wasn't.
God.
Counterspell.
Oh,
You don't have that, you said so.
She doesn't.
yeah.
You're right. She
Who the
doesn't.
fuck here does?
Ah! Unless someone's coming in to save her.
What the fuck?
You're right. She doesn't. Her wife does.
Her wife's a bitch.
I miss my wife, Tail.
I wish my wife
I miss her
failed.
so much.
But yeah, Gale, the white dragon, who was just kind of chilling at the top of the thing, seeing her wife seeing an upstart wizard is about to try and silvery barbs her wife. Fuck you.
And technically, she's not within range, so
Do you want her to get within range?
it has to be 60 feet away.
Okay. I think
Oh,
that's
fuck.
less than 60 feet.
Question is, did she go through this tiny hole, or did she go through the large hole? to
She
get to the
She
place?
squeezed her.
She flew down from this cliff
Right.
to this
What
open
cliff?
area. This here is a cliff This is a waterfall.
Right.
I
So
can't see what you're
but
gesturing
this
to.
isn't a wall.
Yeah. So this is open sky. Hold on. I'm pinging. It's just apparently not coming through.
I see it. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a waterfall.
Correct.
Like this here?
Yeah, that's a waterfall. This is a cliff. Where she was
Right.
sitting is a cliff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I understand now.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
hard
open
to-
sky.
Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah.
display.
Like
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
hard to display height on a 2D plane.
basically all this would be open, so to
Yes,
speak. Like
all
this
of that
area.
is that
Okay.
is open to the sky. That's why
Alright.
Coal Lightning's been working.
Yeah, I just assumed it was like a hole in the cavern, like on
No,
top of the
there's-
actual like.
There is a massive like exit to the open sky.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
But yeah,
now. Got
so
it.
she will not come that far, but she will kind of do a swoop to make sure her wife isn't going to die. Counterspell Gale. Look at her wife and go, "If you die, I will not resurrect you," and then fly away.
You
Wow,
get one
jeez.
save.
So much for tough love. Damn,
Yeah, talk about a loving partner. No,
Gail could never.
that's a healthy relationship.
Yeah, sure. It's a healthy relationship. The
Yeah.
dragon definitely did not. The dragon definitely didn't just straight up say, "I don't care about our clutch." That's the white one. I'm not. That's not part of our agreement. She wants them alive. I'm doing what she wants.
This feels like one giant I hate my wife relationship.
No, she loves her wife. She just had black dragons have no affection for their children. That is a thing that it says in their lore. Like black
Yeah,
dragons
fair.
leave their children to fend for themselves. White dragons are very affectionate toward their clutches.
But not their partners, obviously.
Well,
Or at least this one isn't.
so if a white dragon, if the white dragon were more affectionate toward the black dragon, it would be when when she wasn't actively getting her ass kicked and making her look bad. Which she's not exactly getting her ass kicked. A lot of you are very low on health. Hey Lorraine.
Hi.
Actually, you know what I could have done rather than, which, you know, I'm gonna walk back the whole white dragon thing. She is still terrible, but legendary resistance to silvery barbs.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yep. So Lorraine, the black dragon, is gonna do a very cool thing that dragons can do when they're in the air. She's gonna spin. She's gonna spin, and you're gonna fall.
Hey.
She'll try spinning. That's a neat trick.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to spin,
Beyblade.
and you're gonna fall.
Hey.
Let her rip.
So you're gonna take, I think it's a D6 damage. It's not 20 feet. It's just 15.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points
And
of damage.
I believe I make athletics check to see if I land prone or not.
Yes. Actually,
Wait,
I think it's
okay.
acrobatics, isn't it?
Either or.
I'm gonna-
Yeah. So
Is
either
either
one.
or?
Either one.
All right.
You do not
Nice.
land prone. You land, and it hurt.
Professionally.
And what it is that does the d6 of damage. You know when you take a jump and it hurts your knees real
Uh-huh.
bad. That's the 6 points.
I
of
feel it
damage.
in real life.
Yeah.
I understand.
The dragon, still being 15 feet up in the air, is going to take its 3 attacks. Hey, Quincy does apparently no, a 13 will not hit you. It's going to fly this way so that more of you are in its breath weapon.
Does it take opportunity?
It's at 15 feet in the air.
Charybdis tall.
Charybdis is the only
Yeah.
one that can hit it. So Charybdis,
And the griffin, no?
the griffin is not like Charybdis
Oh,
has
it's not airborne,
Samihata.
right?
She has a reach weapon. Yeah, the griffin is not airborne currently.
Yeah.
So Charybdis, you get an attack of opportunity. Holly, you there?
I know.
One
We
moment.
may have lost Holly.
She may be dealing with a dog.
Ah, yeah, true.
The puppy.
I will go ahead and make her an opportunity attack for her. That way she can, because I'm pretty sure, Charybdis being so there is a character trait of Charybdis's that makes me believe that she would opportunity attack this thing with Samihara. Yeah, I'm gonna say that definitely hits. It's not shielded, so that 24 hits. Alright, cool. Samihara, how much damage are you doing? 13 slashing damage? And then it
By
needs
the
to
way,
make a... Mhm.
okay, yeah. I was about to say, has it been making its con saves for the secondary effect?
Samihara has not hit yet. This is the first time it's hit. Con
Mara
save?
has actually hit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This is the only... This is
Damn.
The other one, I think, was the spear.
Nope, it hasn't...
Oh.
Charybdis hasn't hit this thing.
Damn.
But just now she did, and it did make it save, and now it's gonna breath weapon all of you, who are let me just double check what its breath weapon range is. That is. Oh, it's a 60-foot line. It's not a cone.
Oh,
Oh no.
that complicates things.
You could say it's a cone, and it's just
Yeah.
she's fancy, but
Yeah,
that's up to you.
I'm gonna say it's a cone. Everybody in that cone needs to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, who's in the cone?
It should be projecting to
Ev-
others.
Pretty much
I
everyone.
think I need to refresh my page.
Yes.
I think that's the problem.
It is everyone but Sir Leroy and Blot.
Yeah, everybody but Sir Leroy and Blot needs to make me a dexterity saving throw. Or
Okay,
take 60 acid damage.
Ouchie.
I believe it rolled max damage for its damage output.
Let's see.
That is not max damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is 12d8. That is a lot of damage if it were max.
That's a lot of damage.
And
Gil,
it would
you
have been
mind-
104 damage.
Would you mind rolling for Leo, please?
Yes, I was just pulling up all of the character sheets that I had opened previously. So
I appreciate it.
it was a what save?
Dexterity saving throw, DC 18.
Okay. Okie doke. That sucks. Okay, I'm giving Leo one of my inspirations because I don't want him to die.
Uh-huh. If he goes
Leaf.
down there, he goes, ooh, he's going into the acid.
No, okay, one more. One more.
No. Why would he go into the acid?
Because he's no longer conscious, and he's not walking on water, he is laying on water.
Okay, I mean, it's considered solid ground regardless, but like, if it's
Okay.
how you want to roll it, it's up to you.
He
Really?
is still taking 60 acid damage.
It was fucking. Alright.
I do have a
Ah.
ruling question for you, though.
Yes.
Regarding Hellish Rebuke.
Uh,
If I take because it says that it's a reaction when I take the damage. Does that mean that I need to then survive as in survive it to not be unconscious
Oh.
to then cast the spell?
yes.
Or can I do it before I go unconscious, so to speak?
No, you would have to take the damage and then cast it. God, so
Okay.
many people are going down right now.
So
I'm
Perry.
just in case gonna burn the one inspiration I have on Ashton to re-roll that.
Okay, go ahead. Parry allows Gale to just save,
Yeah,
and the Pegasus.
and the Pegasus.
For
Oh
me, it
no.
doesn't matter if I fail or save because I'm going down regardless.
Yep.
Which, ironically, I save.
Okay. Leo's down.
Which, to be
has-
fair,
Uh-huh.
if I didn't save, that would have killed me outright.
That's true. I don't, but that does not kill Leo outright. So
Nope.
No.
Oh yeah.
so that's good on
He's so
him.
beefy. Yeah.
Did Hero already take damage?
Yep, I saved, so I take 30, and then I'm gonna reaction to cut it in half again.
Okay, cool. I gotta roll.
So I take
dex
15.
for Charybdis.
And Charybdis gets a +3.
Okay.
Because this is all happening simultaneously.
10, 11, 12. That's 12. Charybdis takes 60 points of damage.
Oof.
All right. So, it is now Sir Leroy's turn. Sir Leroy will call his griffin, who will fly over here. He will mount the griffin. Send it back.
Oh wait, yeah. Wouldn't Gale still take some damage? It's half. On
Yeah, you take
success.
30.
Yeah,
Actually, I take 15.
because you're
You be into acid?
I have resistance.
Okay, yeah.
Garb of the Battle Mage.
But Perry will take 30 hit points too.
Yep,
2? Or 50? Yeah,
yep, 30.
Oh, hold
Very
on.
good.
I
and
did
your
that wrong.
Pegasus.
Ooh, oof. Oops.
I believe Perry has a single hit point.
Yep. Okay. Alright, that should be correct now.
It's a 4 sword.
And then
Our
he's
poor
going
pocket
to
monster.
he is going to mount his griffin, chug a potion of heroism, getting rid of the fear effect, and then he's going
I
to
think-
charge this fucking dragon. And he will attack the dragon twice. Sir Leroy. He will attack it twice with his longsword, hitting one time. But hey, he hits.
That's something.
He makes a pass, does 7 points of slashing damage, and then it is the Griffin's turn, who will make a multi-attack, which will be 2 claws and a bite. 1, 2, 3. So the 24, the 23, and the 24 hit. So boop and boop. So 19 points of damage. As they are now just in this fucking thing's face. Hero, it's your turn. A lot of your friends are hurt. Leo is down, as is Lorraine.
Oh, 2. I'm gonna have to start multiclassing into like fucking cleric to get healing word.
We have like,
I play on hands. That's an action.
damn. Don't
Ash-
paladins get healing word?
I believe Ashton
No, they
has healing
don't.
word.
I swear, there's no way that healing word
Nope.
is just a cleric thing.
It's a cleric, a druid, and a bard thing. Oh, maybe I can multiclass in a bard. That's what I'll think about next time on Dragon Ball.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, fucking.
Um,
Healer,
she's still-
bard.
Mhm.
she's still 15 feet in the air.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So I can't stab her.
Unless you
So
bonus
I
Does
action
left-
have your
fly.
flying thing? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bonus action. Oh wait, I double my speed.
Yes.
Or I double my flight. I have 60. Interesting. So I can get up to her.
Yes, you can.
Do I want to potentially do that and flank? Okay, I was here. I was here because it was 25 feet. And bonus action fly.
Mm-hmm.
So go up 10 feet would be 30, or go up 15 feet would be 40 feet. Okay, I could do that.
Uh-huh.
So I think Hero will fly. To go over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do as my busted class lets me do, and I will try to stab her. In praise
yeah.
that sneak attack will hit.
Well, it is paying attention to that fucking griffin that just tore
Yeah.
into it, so you have advantage.
Yep. 25.
Yeah, 25 hits, roll damage.
I will throw out a smite.
Okay.
Oh
my
Okay.
god.
20, 32, and then her AC is higher than 16. So
Goodness.
36.
Welcome back, Holly. Charybdis has 3 hit points.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
And multiple people are down.
Yep. And
My
so
bad, I
it is.
didn't-
You're okay. Breath weapons are a bitch.
Ah.
Uh,
Yeah, that'll do it.
So it's going to, on its second turn, it gets in a round. And it lets out a roar, and these begin to kick up with sulfuric acid.
Owie.
And anyone, I need Hero and Ashton to make dexterity saving throws. Okay. Now I need Ashton. Okay. So, Ashton, I believe evasion means you take no damage on a successful save.
Correct.
So,
I
Hero,
have 5 hit points.
Hero, you're going to take 66 acid damage.
Okay.
14.
Okay, I am going to have that as my reaction.
Okay. Gale. It is your turn. This thing
Okay.
does not look great.
No, it does not. So, okay. Well, is it a full action or a bonus action to essentially chuck a healing potion at someone
It's
else?
a bonus. It would be a bonus action to yeet
Okay.
a healing potion.
Okay. Do I have to aim if I get close?
So who are you throwing a healing potion at?
Leo, obviously.
You could feed it to him as a bonus action.
Okay. Wonderful. Then yes. Zephyrus will get down there real close. Leo's gonna get which healing potions do we have? Let me see. Holy water, alchemist fire, potion of superior healing. So that will be not written down. How?
So
Superior
there
healing?
is, that should be in important house rules.
Right.
Let me scroll down and find it. It should be potion of
Superior healing, 8d4 plus 12. Okay. Advanced roller, because it doesn't go that high. D4 plus 12 roll. 37 hit points back. Welcome
Alright.
back, Leo.
He takes a big gasp as he. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. He takes a heavy gasp of air, and you can hear the like mechanical lungs that he has fill with air. Oh, I'm gonna need to repair my porcelain when I get home.
Gil nods, and then as his action is going to point to the dragon again and to the cloud and call lightning once more.
Okay. And that is a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Does it survive
That's
if it
11.
saves?
Okay.
That is
So,
insufficient.
Gale, please describe how you kill this thing.
Yeah, Gale from the back of his Pegasus. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he, like I said, points to the dragon and points to the Stormcloak that he generated. And in Infernal, he incants.
Fulgor.
And then with absolute hatred in his eyes, points back at the dragon, snaps, and electrocutes it.
You guys can see its bones light up as it falls, and its body near instantly decays as it falls into the acid below, seemingly only kept alive by the magical powers of its wife and its torturer. That's why she doesn't like her wife, because her wife brought her back wrong.
She's undead.
Yep.
Fun!
Congratulations, you have killed the Black Serpent.
Huzzah.
Mhm.
You've eliminated
Yeah.
one of 2 draconic threats, and as the acidic waters clear underneath them, you can see shimmering, glittering gold flowing from the top of the waterfall. And Quincy, roll a perception check for me, please. Void, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a perception
It's a
check from
15.
Quincy. Quincy,
Yeah, I rolled it.
you can see kind of shimmering beneath this waterfall, blade stuck into the wall. Very familiar looking hilt that seems to shimmer even though it was being doused in acid for a very long time. You can make you don't need to make an athletics check, but all of you see Quincy pull a sword out of the stone behind the waterfall. This is Morientar, the Darkness Slayer.
Okay, King Arthur.
Your family's deed blade. Your father and your grandfather before him were accomplished dragon slayers. And that is what this sword does. It is made with the explicit purpose of killing dragons.
Sick.
It was forged by priests of Elastre, a minor deity.
I put that in. You shakes roll 20, shakes roll 20, shakes roll 20. Hell yeah.
I assume we don't see a white dragon around.
Nope. The white dragon does not seem to attack immediately. But you do hear in the distance a loud roar, and I will get that for you right
Wait a second, that's Godzilla.
now. That is, the other one was King Ghidorah.
Was it really? I didn't even
Yeah.
notice.
That's Ghidorah. That other one was Ghidorah's roar. Yeah. Kaijus are the best for dragon roars. I don't like using, like, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I like giving them kaiju roars. Because that's what the fuck they are. They're kaiju.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check that this kaiju here is dead. Just,
Oh, yeah,
just a little
it's
stab,
dead.
make sure.
All it is bone at this point. There is no
Oh,
flesh
wonderful.
left. It's literally just bone under this, like, shimmering, now clear water.
Cool. Is
Okay,
it evil
excellent.
if I take its bones?
No,
Don't think
and
so.
like, you get this feeling that someone who has their eye on you approves.
It's going in the work pouch.
Okay. So you're slowly putting these giant fucking dragon bones in the work pouch.
Sorry,
And you
the
get,
entire skeleton?
and you get like it's not even ascending. you just see appearing in front of you Mordenkainen. And he just looks around and goes, Mithrangale, you could have just called and I would take it with me so you don't have to put it in the bag of holding. What the fuck are you doing? Hello, everyone. You guys see Mordenkainen cussing Gale out.
What's up, Morty?
Could I have one of its teeth?
Yes, you may have one of its teeth.
Okay,
Is that
okay.
what you would prefer in the future?
Okay.
Mordenkainen just kind of looks at you and goes, yes! You have a small little mail slot. Do you
Yes,
know how
I
much
thought this would be
damage
faster.
that did? Do you know how much you've wrecked my foyer? What the fuck,
He would have
Mithrangale?
started small.
It's like as you put the ribs in, that's when he appeared.
You're just putting the bag over
So,
the rib and slowly swallowing it.
I would like to point out for those of you, for everybody who has been watching, up until now, you guys did not know who Gale's master was. Who Gale was
Or that he
apprenticed
necessarily
to.
so I
even had
don't
one.
And he just goes,
But yeah,
my dear
Gale-
apprentice, the next time this happens, I'm going to wring your neck.
Gale still has his battle face on, so unfortunately, he still looks angry as he bows and just says,
Of course, I'm very sorry. I will, of course, repair or pay for repairs for any damage incurred.
It's fine. Bigby can prestidigitate en masse.
I merely assumed that this would be of interest to
Oh, it
the
is.
individuals there at the tower.
Oh, it is. Very specifically, Blackstaff. Goodness
And how's he?
gracious. Tired. He misses his wife.
He misses his wife Tails.
Yeah, exactly. He looked at me the other day, said, I miss my wife, Tails. Don't even know who Tails is. He just said it. He's very
Guess you're Tails
tired.
now.
He's very tired. He's been dealing with a cult thing in Waterdeep and with Xanathar and with a whole manner of evil shit in Waterdeep that we're trying to help him with, but you know him, he doesn't accept help. He just deals with it with coffee and gruff tones. Refuses to let any of us help. But apparently there is a cult, and we just found out more on this, but there's a minor deity, Shar, that has a cult known as the Temple Dark Moon. I had asked Mithrangale to clear it out, but Gale, we're going to need you on a different assignment that has to do with that. But I will ask all of you that once your business in Phandalin is concluded with these dragons, you head there, post-haste. They're trying to cover the world in darkness and bring it to an end.
To Waterdeep?
And to the Temple Dark Moon, which is just outside the city. It's literally out just outside the city walls. It's like a 45-minute horse ride from Waterdeep.
Yes, that was the goal. We have an itinerary.
Okay. I have to go report in and let Blackstaff know that Charybdis is fine. And he will, with a heavy sigh, just disappear, apparate out of the cave.
taking the skeleton, I assume.
Yes, the skeleton disappeared.
Whatever's left of it.
Yeah, whatever didn't get shoved into the work bag.
God damn it.
Cool, with that settled, back over here. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So is anyone going to ask Quincy about the sword? Also, Quincy, how you doing? You've killed the dragon that killed your parents.
I mean, technically, I think he did not hit this thing like once.
That's true.
Um,
No, you hit it with a crossbow shot.
Fair.
You shot
He's
it.
not doing great. Yeah. I did picture in my mind, like, swinging my sword real cool at it, but that's okay. It happens. He's not doing great. He's just sitting down on the ground.
Sir Leroy will come over and kind of kneel next to you and go, "Do you need healing?"
The good instinct is like, "Oh, I'm okay," says covered in acid burn.
Yeah.
In various other
This
ways.
is another knight's order that have helped the Flaming Fist before. This is
Mhm.
a trusted comrade in arms.
Yeah. I mean, that could probably use healing, but I could also probably just sleep it off.
He just pulls out a superior healing potion, hands it to you,
Yeah, I'll take it.
and then he will like bandage you with a healer's kit. He doesn't have the ability to do the fancy thing where it heals hit points, but he does bandage your wounds and put burn cream on your acid burns.
Awesome.
30 hit points.
Yay! It's gonna do.
He's gonna nod to you and go, I must see to attending to others. Holy shit, Charybdis is gone. Alright.
So good. I was
First,
just drinking her.
Go ahead.
And
Go ahead and
he'll just kind of go,
Go ahead and attend to him.
if you need to talk, I'm always here. He'll pat you on the shoulder.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You don't look like you're taking this too well.
Well, a lot of things have happened at once. And I almost died to a dragon. So I'm sort of, processing, these things
He'll
at
nod.
the moment.
He'll nod and go, here, and then he will pull out a chocolate bar.
Uh-huh.
These always help me when I'm sad. And he'll just hand it to you, and then hustle over here to
It's
give.
sweet chocolate.
No, it's just a chocolate bar. It's just like a really rich tasting chocolate bar. Like those Lind chocolates that have
Nice.
like ganache in the middle. That's what he's handed you in like a Hershey bar form. He'll hustle over to Charybdis and just kind of go, Lady Charybdis, do you need healing?
A little bit would be appreciated.
He'll hand you a superior healing potion. That's 8d4 plus 12 is what that does.
Alright, thank you.
Is anyone else in immediate need of healing, or can we continue?
Sir Leroy just kind of looks over and he goes, I mean, and he'll gesture to Ashton and Lorraine.
I can't see Ashton's hit points bar.
Look,
Neither can I.
10.
it's
Oh.
He's at a sixth of his max HP.
Yeah, that's no good.
There we go. Now I can see it.
There you go.
it is low.
We
I
were
would
all
also
given
like to
potions.
point out
Yeah.
that when Lorraine woke up, it was immediate panic because the last time she passed out in a dragon fight, her pseudo child died.
Yeah. Sir Leroy will hand out superior healing potions to all that are harmed. And you can all chug
Lorraine
a
is going to
superior healing
reject
potion.
it because she has her own.
Please,
Yeah,
I
we-
have a stockpile of these. You don't have to use yours. It's one of the things that we knights of the Order of the Griffin pride ourselves on, is that we're always prepared with potions. Because none of us are healers.
So
Really
is this
higher
another
healers.
8d4?
Say what? Ashton first?
Oh, this is Crow asking, is this the 8d4 plus 12?
Yeah, he's handing out superior healing potions.
Thank you.
He's just handing out these big fuck off potions to everybody. It's the potion seller. I need your strongest potions. Except the potion seller gives you the strongest potion.
I love that.
Seller.
I think Hero will take it, but not down one, because they're doing moderately okay.
Yeah, and he'll nod and go, if you do not wish to drink it right away, you don't have to. But I know, and he'll like hustle over here, and he'll give one to Gale and one to Leo, and look at Perry and go, can the sword healing potion?
I will dispel him shortly.
Okay.
I mean, technically, the sword can healing potion since you can potion a Pokemon.
He's rather timid, so I believe after that encounter he would prefer to rest somewhere safe.
Yeah, absolutely. And over a long rest, you can see Trog and go to the Poke Center.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Back into the Pokeball you go.
Cool. Gail's gonna make sure Leo drinks his potion first.
Oh yeah, no, Leo's downing that thing immediately. He's just like, oh, absolutely, uncorks it and chugs it. He's just like, thank you, Sir Leroy. It was very helpful. I got my ass kicked. Ow. He goes, yes, do refrain from charging Black Dragon or any dragon. I'm
Yes.
sure, and he'll gesture to Gale, and Leo will look up at Gale and go, I'm okay, I promise. And Sir Leroy will look up at Gale as if to ask permission to chastise Leo.
Yeah, Gail's wearing a pinchy face and considers for a moment and then just holds up a hand to Sir Leroy
And he's
and
kind of
kneels down.
nods and goes, as you wish, and then we'll head over. We'll head over
Yeah,
to
you-
the Griffin.
Leo, you do have access to the spell Fly.
I
From the-
100% in the moment forgot.
Yes,
What the
I
hell is
suspected.
rebuke?
Say again, Lorraine?
Hellish Rebuke. I gave you Hellish Rebuke, remember?
Yep, I do. That's the, I guess, that's the tramp stamp one, right?
The tramp
What?
stamp was not my idea.
Yeah, they gave me a new spell, and he'll like turn around and show you the carving of Dallas Rebuke.
Past his armor?
Yeah, he's like it's like a provocateur gladiator's like
Oh my god.
the little like cloth armor that he can just kind of gently move down a little.
Okay, yeah, go. Gale has a normal reaction to this and does not flush or get flustered in the slightest and doesn't look away. He does all of those
Yep.
things. I'm lying.
Liar.
Curtis Grant.
I'm lying like a liar.
Yeah, absolutely.
That being said, Lorraine is immediately going to Gale, though. Hands on
Interesting.
shoulders, very mother. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Shakes you.
Somewhat. But I'm fine. I avoided the worst of it.
Good. Do that more often. Keep doing that. Please.
Take some of your own advice.
Yeah,
Gale says this affectionately with a smile on his face.
Leo will just kind of go, yeah, when I woke up, you were also unconscious.
I mean, can you really talk, Leo?
Hey, like I said, also unconscious. Neither
Well,
of us.
Do as I
neither of
say,
us
not as I
were-
do.
Yeah, neither of us were very healthy in that fight. We both kind of charged the creature, but at least I didn't get put a crater in the side of the waterfall. And there is a Lorraine-shaped crater, like cartoonishly engraved in the waterfall forever now.
I left my
Well, you
mark on
said-
this place.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm glad you're all right.
Hey, Quincy.
Yeah, what's up?
You begin to hear whispers.
Oh, boy.
Unintelligible to the others. Gale can kind of hear like unintelligible whispers, but not what they're saying. but can definitely feel the like pull of Zuggitmoy of you, and you hear, my dear Quincy, I was worried you were going to be coming to see me early.
I did too for a moment, but I'm fine.
You don't seem
I'm
fine,
alive.
dear. Yes, see, that's a correction that needed. Are you
I'm
fine?
alive, which is the most important part. No, but
Yeah, because one of the things is that nobody else can hear this. This is like telepathic.
Can Gale sense like where the vibes are coming from, or
Yeah, it's
just
definitely
general kind of?
Quincy. It's definitely coming from
Oh.
Quincy.
Okay, all right. Then Gale's looking, like make sure he's good.
You see, there is Gale. You because you wield Tearfing have this.
Mhm.
Looking over at Quincy, it's almost like staring. Like, you know how how people express like what eldritch madness feels like?
Uh-huh.
That like flash of something unseen. For a moment you can see Zuggitmoy. For a moment you can see something incomprehensible standing behind Quincy, but it's only for a moment.
Cool. Yeah. That. I mean, Gale probably knows what she sort of looks like and can recognize that that's her.
You've seen her before.
Mhm.
This is not the first time you gazed into eldritch madness.
Yeah, so startling, but not necessarily a cause for immediate concern. Just gonna keep an eye on Quincy from here.
Yeah. And Zuggitmoy,
I'll support you over here.
Quincy, you do feel like a motherly hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I know that it was hard seeing her, and I will do my best to track her down. From what I understand, she is, according to my agents, she is here in the Underdark.
Okay.
The Myconids report she is attempting to overthrow the matron of the House Duerden.
Good for her. I guess. I don't know.
I know the thoughts of Menzo Berenzon are not something you enjoy.
Not particularly.
But know that
no,
should you come through my Underdark, you will be protected.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, your friends are worried for you. Please.
Are they?
Oh, yeah, you can see Gale looking over frequently.
From what I can tell from gleaning their thoughts, quite a few of them are. I know Mithrin Gale and the Night Boy, Sir Leroy.
Boy.
I would like to point out to all of you, Sir Leroy is 19 years old.
He's actual baby.
Yeah.
Like, he is very young. That is why Zuggitmoy calls him boy. He is 19.
Gale is almost the same age.
Yeah.
Gale is 3 years older than him, I'll have you know.
Yeah,
That's
and
not that much older.
Leo's only 4 years older than he is.
Depends on the month.
Yeah, depends on the month. But yeah, so Zuggitmoy will like you can feel the smile in her like voice, and it's always that saccharine sweet like whisper, but to you it feels motherly. To you it feels like someone who actually genuinely cares. To others it could come off as like manipulative because she's a demon technically. But she is also a deity, and she has not ever harmed you. As a matter of fact, you feel your wounds mend as she heals you to full.
Yippee!
You guys can kind of see mushrooms growing around where Quincy is sitting, like bioluminescent ones, kind of appearing in the cavern.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fine.
I think he just takes a deep breath. I will talk to them at some point. I just need to process literally everything going on right now, I think.
I understand. I cannot pull you from danger, but I can offer an ear, as I always do.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish you to understand that at any point, should you need to speak, I am always here.
And I appreciate it.
You may not be my paladin, but you are my dearest chosen champion.
I do my best. I
And you
planned
do
on
it
doing
well.
planned on doing more, but the thing kept going where I couldn't hit it. So there
Well,
wasn't really much I could do.
I understand completely. From what I understand, your friend, Leonidas,
Mm-hmm.
was offered a set of wings recently. What have you asked for them? Since he has the ability to fly
Sorry?
via a spell. The armor, dear. The armor that lets him fly.
Huh.
The magic
okay, yeah, sorry.
armor?
It was just. Okay, yeah, sorry. No, it's just. Yeah, hey, a pair of wings, and I don't. My first thought is not armor, is like
Yes.
a set of physical, actual wings. So it's a bit of a. I could ask him, I suppose.
Yes.
Not sure how amendable he'll be to it, but can't hurt to try.
That way you're not grounded during combat next time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dragon. I didn't expect it to be on the ground the whole time. So.
That is understandable. They often do like to take to the skies. Be careful.
In this
champion,
particular,
champion.
I will. I'll be careful.
You had something to say?
I was thinking that particular one probably knew I was trying to hit it anyway. So
Yes,
not
it
a
seemed
huge...
to target you specifically.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What, you couldn't tell by the tail attack and then the repeated attempts continually on each... sorry, that's a ill taste.
It's okay.
The jest.
It's okay. You were tracking it for what, 15 years?
A while. Probably. I stopped tracking time at some point.
Well, you've been with me for upwards of about 15 years. So, right around then.
Yeah. At least the only thing we have to deal with is the other dragon, which will be fine. It'll go great.
It will, now that you have your blade back.
True. And I just gotta hope this thing doesn't also decide to say fuck you to the ground.
Hence why...
Granted, I don't get wings.
Hence why I said to ask for the armor.
I will try. Can't guarantee I'll get it, but... Can't say I didn't give it a good old attempt.
Fantastic. I must go attend to some matters. Goodbye, my champion.
Yeah. Goodbye. Talk to you tonight, probably.
Yes. See you at evening prayer. And then the connection severs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just gonna rest his head back against the wall and just close his eyes.
There is a massive fucking mushroom behind your head. It is
yeah.
like a pillow, almost.
Yippee! It's fine. He's just gonna close his eyes for a minute while everyone else recoups post-battle.
Charybdis, you were given a 8d4 plus 12 healing potion, if you would like to drink.
Yeah. She popped it in her bag.
Okay.
We were also given 2 before from the kobolds.
Yes, each of you were also
Oh,
given
word.
kobold potions.
Were the kobold potions the same size?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have 3 superior healing potions. Excuse me. You have 3 superior healing potions. How's everybody feeling after this nearly deadly dragon fight?
Away. Good. We're good.
Gail's busy over here trying to figure out what to do about all the stuff in the water. Like, do we have Leo grab it because he doesn't need to breathe? Do we hire kobolds? Magic?
So a good portion of it is like deeper, but like there's like gold flowing from the. It's a dragon horde. There's like.
Sorry.
Hmm?
This is water, right?
Yeah, it's water now.
And
water?
and Gail, you're wondering how to get the stuff that's under the water.
Yeah. And like, he's debating whether to ask Charybdis or Leo or the kobolds or use magic. But Charybdis is not looking good.
Yeah, Charybdis can send like a troop of Triton in here.
Yeah, we could do that too.
I could get it myself.
Charybdis swims down, sees that there is a just massive pile of gold down here.
Hold on. Before you go in there, you are no fit state. Heal first, or I will do it for you.
I've got potions. I'll take them when I need them.
And you don't think you need one now?
Covered in acid.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Please, for my sanity, please take one.
Middle finger as she's sinking under the water to go get the gold.
I don't see what the problem is. You can afford so many more.
You can't tell Grandma what to do.
Yeah.
I also don't need the gold.
But yeah, so there is approximately 1 million gold under this water.
Oh my
To
god.
be split amongst.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a dragon horde, y'all. It's not all gold. There's like gems and electrum and silver, but there's 1 million gold worth of things down here. And a lot of that usually would go to like a keep or an estate or whatever you guys want to spend it on. But yeah.
We each get about 166,666 gold.
I
Or we
imagine
could
a
round it
chunk-
up to make a less terrible number.
Yeah.
We
So
could do that.
A chunk of it probably goes to the house.
yeah, 1,600 and well,
67.
yeah, we're gonna we'll round that up to 1,700 for everybody.
Oh, we're
What's wrong with the
Or
credit?
Yeah,
one-
'cause
or 1,700. Or no, yeah.
It'd be 17.
170.
Yeah, 17,000 or yeah, 170,000.
Yeah. We could all do math, guys. We
Wait,
don't need-
170,000?
Yeah, 170,000 each.
Ah, okay.
And that's going in Ashton's bank account.
Ashton, this is gonna go to the fucking orphanage back home.
Yeah. Yeah, he's starting another orphanage with this.
Here, I was just grabbing all of the sparkly gemstones that they can see that Curtis doesn't get to, like mine.
Yeah, you take
The
your
horde.
your
Bundles.
entire fortune of it in gems. You can too. There are like sapphires and emeralds and rubies and like all kinds of shit in here. Like you can find like onyxes and all manner of gems in this general vicinity.
Yeah, I will put that in my character sheet. 170,000 worth of gemstones.
Fantastic.
I assume we all get back to town.
Yeah, you are all
Okay.
able to head back to town, victorious, and probably beat tired. When you get back to your mansion, well, so one of the things that I will say, because you guys were probably able to explore the rest of the cave to kind of confirm that the undead are now gone and all that stuff.
Mhm.
One of the things that you did find is a massive fucking hole in the ground that if you drop a rock down there, it just does not like make a sound or like hit the bottom.
Oh,
So this probably goes down to the Underdark.
endless pit.
You can
God, hey,
safely
don't worry,
assume
Underdark's it's right
that
there.
goes to the Underdark.
God.
As
Right.
you all
Hey,
return
you-
to town,
Mm-hmm.
you can see kind of around the town, tension is high. The
Okay.
wall that had been being rebuilt has been patched in places with palisade, as if they are preparing for an attack. As you reach the main northern gate from Wave Echo Cave, you are stopped by town militia. And you can see kind of the Orithnar manning the wall, but these town militia man the gate. And they smile, one of them smiles. It is Elmo, the defender of Phandalin, one of many. And he'll kind of go, "It's good to see you all back. We have a problem."
Of course.
Elaborate.
The Kragmaw Goblin tribe has begun to retaliate.
Great.
They launched an attack on the town about 3 days ago. It was only due to my party and the Orithnar that the majority of this townsfolk survived. Seems that the Red Brand Goliath tribe have abandoned the Kragmaw Goblins, so we don't have to worry about them, but we will need to shore up defenses before
Sure thing.
we go and face the White Dragon. The Orithnar have assured me they can handle the goblins while we are away, but it would be good to expedite things and the defense of this town in potentially funding and allowing the townsfolk to be able to defend themselves. Lady Pluton, your Triton soldiers have also been helping, and they launched an attack against the goblins via the river, and that's why they
Excellent.
backed off during the evening.
I would expect nothing less.
Yes, they were efficient. And he'll kind of gesture to the embassy, and they're just goblin heads on pikes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, we can certainly help fund defenses. So
That
that's
would be
certainly not a
greatly
problem.
appreciated. We have, and he'll kind of gesture to the Smiths Guild. We have the Smiths working, but they will not work for free. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, perfectly understandable. Yeah, we could cover that. Funds aren't a problem. We can probably deal with it.
100,000 gold would arm the entirety of what we need to arm.
Oh, easy. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Here.
He looks at
And
you
I will
like you're
give-
fucking crazy for saying that's easy. Like, that's more gold than most people see in their lives. In, like, centuries.
Listen, it sounds crazy. I have 100,000 gold. Hey, take it. Take
He's
my
the,
money.
the blinking white guy meme.
This is Elmo, right?
Yeah, this is Elmo.
It's like, well, you did send us to go kill a dragon, so what do dragons usually have?
That's right, hordes. I forgot.
Mhm.
You went to kill an adult dragon. That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's dead? Because you're alive?
Yes.
Yes, that's okay.
Presumably, until
Oh.
it's brought back maybe again.
Oh, okay.
But it shouldn't be brought back.
You see him like
ideally.
pinch his nose and like, of course they have 100,000 gold pieces. Wonderful.
I can give you a writ promising payment for the Smiths, and we can hash out the exact details later.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
They have me, the dumb one, handling paperwork. So
God, I'm just sitting here like, yeah, here's your money for. I have the money for the thing. What do you mean you have that money? The noble. Yeah, no, here. Okay, sure, thanks, buddy.
Now,
Yeah,
you
'cause I
don't
would-
just hand over that quantity
I
of
would-
gold in person like
I
that.
would
Just
like to
say,
point out.
ideally,
I would like to point out of all of the like defenders of Phandalin, right? Like Sister Michelle and Sisters Leslie are like priests and like somebody who works for the priesthood. Tarnas is like a fucking dragonborn paladin, purple dragon knight. Darius is the son of a nobleman in the Icewind Dale. Elmo is a farmer who used to be a drunk. He's just a guy who is a recovering alcoholic. He's never seen that level of money in his lifetime. Never thought he
Gail's-
would.
Gail's basically writing a check because it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Ideally, don't
yeah,
tell anybody quite how loaded we are at the moment.
Yeah, no shit. That's how you get robbed.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to ensure that it is no longer solvent shortly, as best as we can.
How do you just make that much money disappear? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm
You
just
cut
gonna.
out what?
How do you what?
He just goes, "How do you make that much money disappear?" And he goes, "You know what? You know what? No, I don't want to know. I'm just gonna go back to my apple orchard and like keep training the militia. I'm just a guy who's good with swords. That's just what I am. I'm not."
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and he just like
Yeah.
he just throws his hands up and it's just
Yeah. Quincy's just gonna start walking back up to the house.
Don't forget to take that writ to the smiths first.
yeah, right, Darius. And you guys see him like turn about face and head toward the Lion's Coaster, which is the like fucking Smith's Guild or whatever. And you guys
Yeah.
can see like smoke
Yeah.
billow from the top of it, as if production has just ramped up because they have been paid.
That's amazing.
Gotta
Good for them.
you gotta pay guild rates if you want guild level equipment. You gotta pay the
Yeah.
union.
Pay your
Oh, yeah.
unions.
We
but
love
yeah.
local unions.
It's inside time. It's outside time over. Inside time now.
Yeah. Gail will like probably go around and see who all wants to contribute from their portion, etc., etc. See if any governments would be willing to fork some over or whatever. Gail will handle that. That's paperwork time for Gail. Gail's on the move.
Yeah, Gail, you would find a frazzled halfling woman. The
Mhm.
new mayor, the new interim mayor, frazzled to all hell. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. How do I? 100,000 gold is like the town's budget for the year.
It will be handled.
She looks up at you and goes, and you are?
Prince Mithringale Harry Michaelis of Melvaunt.
Prince.
Pleasure.
Prince. Obviously you're a prince. Look how you're dressed. Of course.
The circlet does tend to tip people off, but
Yes.
Regardless. we are here to help.
My name's Agatha. I'm the mayor. The new mayor. Since you're friends, I'm assuming they were your friends. The drow and the lady from the Lord's Alliance, the tiefling woman.
Oh, Flame Quincy here.
And Gail will like gesture.
So
Quincy.
Did you bring Quincy along?
that's the whole
If-
thing. Is
Oh,
she's
oh, okay.
you said you were on the move.
So Gail's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
okay.
local government is the mayor. That's it.
okay. All
I
right.
mean, I'll go along with you. Fuck it. Why not?
Someone has to. Leo's entitled to a rest.
Yeah, Leo's going to bed. That's what Leo's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll join Quincy. I'll just wave from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Looking tired as all shit, but I'm here.
Yeah, him. He and the tiefling woman arrested the old mayor, and said they had the purple dragon knight with them. But now I'm the interim mayor, and then there was a goblin attack. And then the orcs killed
I've heard.
the orcs and the Triton. That was terrifying to see just how quickly a goblin attack that just last year would have killed quite a few of our people just didn't this time. Just didn't. It was very it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but I have not seen that much ruthless efficiency since like the Goblin Wars about 50 years ago. And I was like a little girl then.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the Purple Dragon cavalry that were that. Who are those Triton, by the way? When did they get here and who do they work for?
They are soldiers from the Golden Pell Kingdom. Their current royalty in command is Charybdis Pluton.
You see her like open a book, and Gail, you'd recognize this book. This is a book of houses and sigils that kind of tells about royalty in the Forgotten Realms. And she like
Page 212.
Okay, and she'll flip open to the book, and she goes, "Oh, oh."
Yes.
Slowly closes the book. So this is the updated copy. This was printed about 3 months ago. Your friend's nickname is the Butcher?
I do suppose that has caught on, hasn't it?
News to me.
She attempted to raid the temple of Sani Moonbo. You know that, right? The one where the pool of radiance sits? Yeah, you would have known that. You would have known that.
Okay,
Like, she raided the entire city of Flan, which is where the pool of radiance sits, which is where, like, the main temple of Sani Moonbo is.
Yeah, Gale makes a face and sighs, but he nods.
She's just sort of like that, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just happy that she's not the one attacking us.
She prefers a challenge.
You know, that's fair. I believe you. And, like, you could see that this woman is, like, 1,000-yard stare. Like, looking past you, not really looking at you, but, like, she has had this job for some total of, like, a week. And she is already, like, oh, God, we're all gonna die. And I don't know how to stop it. And I don't think it's any of our fault that this is gonna happen.
Okay. Gale's gonna pull out a little pouch of the money that is needed and slide it over to her.
And she'll just kind of look at it, and then look at you, and then look at the thing.
I looked at him,
and
he
go,
looked at me.
and go, is this the money for the Smiths?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it would be safest in the hands of the local governance.
So the Smiths are a guild. I am not legally allowed to touch this money.
Oh, I suppose things do work differently here.
If you were in Neverwinter, technically you would have to give this to the ruler of Neverwinter.
Right,
Lady
yes.
Neverember.
Apologies. It's been a long day.
It's okay. We technically are under the jurisdiction of the Neverember royal family. But the guilds are run through Icewind Dale, so you have to pay the guild leader, who is Darius the elf, or the dwarf.
Of course.
Darius, I believe, traveled with you to save Gundren Rockseeker. And then he will put it in the guild's bag of holding, which goes directly to Icewind Dale. It doesn't work like a normal bag of holding. It's more of a bag of
Then I
transportation.
should put this in a different bag then. Safety.
Yes. Yes, I am not legally allowed to handle this money.
Yeah, Gil takes it back. But like, he looks back at her like,
Is there anything that you do need for the sake of the town from us?
If any of you have the fabricate spell?
oh no, Gil's face falls. Fuck you.
That would be really helpful in fixing the wall and making it stone instead of wood. But other than that, mostly just manual labor. And no offense, but you don't look like you're the type.
No, but I can hire people who are.
Yes.
I enjoy doing manual labor.
She looks at you and goes, "Yes, you do strike me as the type."
Yeah, I don't mind. Keeps me busy. So.
The Shrine of Luck has people working on the wall. If you want to go speak to Sister Michelle and get yourself working. And here's what we're going to do from here. That's going to be a downtime activity. Whoever wants to help, like, shore up the town's defenses or, help with guild work or any of that stuff, that's going to be downtime between this session and next session.
Yay.
You guys can you guys can like discuss that between sessions. But yeah, if anybody does anybody want to have any final scenes for the evening?
Oh yeah. Gil's gonna walk back with Quincy after dropping off the money properly to the appropriate people.
Sure, we walking.
Yeah,
what's up?
walking
What's up?
and not talking for like 2 whole minutes.
Okay.
And then Gil just kind of casually leans in like,
So, how are you doing?
Gale gets
as
the
well
unintelligible.
as can.
Gale gets the whisper in his ear. Yeah, really not awkward, my guy. Says Tearfing.
Yeah. I'm better than I was. Still not great, but not much you can really do about all of that. How are you? Points.
Fine. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
totally
was-
fine.
better now that we are out of that cavern, but that is... You are the one I'm concerned about, because that was an interpersonal conflict.
It was, wasn't it? I didn't expect that to be the outcome of everything, but... what can you do when your sister gets brought back from the dead? To work for a dragon who was also brought back from the dead? Question mark?
That does appear to be the case. The way it so quickly corroded and the necrosis rate that occurred at death was very atypical for something that was not already dead.
But it's dead, which is the more important part.
Yes.
Means I no longer... I'm done after 15 years of tracking a dragon.
And its bones lie somewhere where it will not be brought back.
I should sure hope it doesn't.
You can
I
trust
don't know.
Mordenkainen.
I don't know how emotionally much more I could handle if it got brought back again.
There are few places safer than his tower.
Well, that's good. I'm relieved. But yeah, I'm fine. For the most, I'm fine. He says, knowing this is not true, somewhere out there in the universe, his adoptive mother in the sky is shaking her head.
Adoptive mother in the Underdark.
At him. Yeah,
Yeah,
in the Underdark.
Yeah, a few moments pass, and Gale does say,
So you spoke with Zuggotmoy then, I take it, afterwards?
Well, she started speaking to me specifically, but I was talking to her, yes.
Okay. Was she just checking on you? Did she have anything important?
Well, mostly checking in on me and seeing how I'm doing. She brought up, possibly seeing if Leo would be interested in letting me have the wing armor, which I will have to work up the nerve to ask him. Because, as you saw in the fight, there was not that much I could do from the ground.
I was discussing with him earlier the redundancy of having a ring of spell storing with fly in it and also winged armor.
It just feels...
That would be a neat solution.
Really, feels strange to walk up and go, hey, can I have that armor? To a guy who I'm pretty sure spent like the first however long looking at me like he was going to kill me. So,
He would not kill you, not unless I asked him to, or you proved yourself a valid threat. But you haven't. You've proven the opposite.
I would not dream of being a proven threat. You were asking me a lot of questions back before
Yes,
we fought the dragon.
I do apologize. At times, my inquisitive nature can get I can get a little carried away.
It's fine. I just need to process a lot of things very quickly. Like, not like a day or two. And I would probably be up to talking about it. I just need right now. Congratulations, your sister's not dead. She's also in the Underdark, which is great. But I'm not super worried about being in the Underdark specifically. Except I'm not worried about going in the Underdark. He cuts himself off from the other statement he was about to make.
So, you need not speak on it if you do not wish to. I'm sorry I did not give you that option earlier, but do you know much about Menzo Brenzon?
I know a bit. Probably more than the average person on the surface. Not that I've really been down there much, but
your father kept you far away from that place.
Yeah. Why are you asking?
Well, there is something near there that I am in search of.
Well, so going down there, if that is what we do, we will need to be very careful, because I don't know how many of us are male, but it's not fantastic down there for those who are, especially just walking in. So that's something we'll need to be careful about.
Well, when you say male, do you mean that presents as a man or is born male? Because that does change the count.
Identifying as.
Identifying as.
And not, and very specifically not in the service of Lolth.
Yeah. Identifying as, and if you and not serving Lolth, is the answer to your question.
Well, then, assuming they count Leo, I'm not sure how they feel about artificially constructed bodies. I believe the number's 3, excluding retainers. Not including yourself, of course.
Yeah, which is a whole other can of worms eventually.
So
Um,
actually, most of the party.
Yeah. I think it'll have to be something we prepare for if we're going down there, when we're going down there.
Why is that a problem?
The thing I... Do you know how drow operate? Especially down... Well, in Menzo Baranzo specifically.
Yeah, in Minzo Berenzon specifically, there are cities that like are run by the faithful of Elastre, who very specifically like fight the forces of Menzo Berenzon and its matrons, but
Yeah.
Menzo Berenzon as a city currently is under the rule of like 4 separate matrons who fucking hate each other. And one of them is Lady Duerden, mother of the very famous adventurer Dritz Duerden, whom apparently Quincy's sister is trying to overthrow.
Yeah, so, it's very, matronly led in Menzo Baranzo. So... It's not gonna be a good time for like everyone in general, but also me, Mensa Baranzon. It's a lot of letters. I got most of them.
You're fine.
I
just figured I'd put it there
yeah,
so you could
yeah,
you didn't have to worry about
Yeah.
remembering.
yeah. Thank you. I just kind of go off the dome and go. I hope that's right. But yeah, I specifically have things down there. There's a reason I haven't been down there ever. But if that's where we need to go, we'll just figure it out as we go along. So.
By things, I assume you mean complications of some sort?
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically,
I think
you have
he, like,
family down there.
I do technically have family down there. One of them is currently trying to fight one of the matrons. Not sure how that's gonna go, but that will be fun to deal with later. But I've never been down there. My family kept me pretty far away from that. My dad specifically. So.
Just because it wasn't safe, or
Yeah, that feels about right. That feels about in the category of the way it is.
So,
It's not entirely.
Quincy,
Yes.
you know very specifically, if you want to give Gale this information, you don't have
Yeah.
to. But if you want to give Gale this information, your father was a third son. And
My father was a third son. I was a third son.
yeah,
My
your father was the third son of a matron.
Mm.
And that means that if she had not smuggled him out of Menzo Berenzon, he would have been murdered. He would have been executed for being the third son, just for being the third male child in a line of a matron. She sent him to the surface on the day of his naming, which is the day that drow come of age.
Right.
Now, whether you
Yeah.
want to give Gale this information or not, is up to you.
I think probably not right now. Maybe later. Also, because I'm getting tired and it's pretty late. I imagine they've probably reached closer to the house at this point.
Yeah, you guys have probably reached the house at that point.
I think I need some time to just decompress. But
of course.
if you find me later, or in a couple of days, I don't know. I could probably tell you more. But right now, I am very tired.
No, there's no rush. Of course, yes. And if you need anything, absolutely feel free to let me or one of my retainers know, and anything we can do to help.
I'll be alright. I just need to take some time and think about things. But I'll be good. He gives you a little smile, and a thumbs up. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful evening, afternoon. I don't know what time it is.
It's like early morning. You guys have been traveling.
God.
It's like sunrise. But you can see like Leo putting up blackout curtains. Like, fuck this noise. We traveled for 4 days straight. We fought in a cave. We killed a dragon. All of us are tired. It's nap time.
Yeah, I think he says that, looks up at the sky. Okay, it's
for you.
morning.
Normally, as a drow, this is bedtime.
Yeah, he looks up. Oh yes. So evening time for bed.
Have a good rest, Flame Quincy.
I will. You too, a prince of the Gales. Good night. And he just like walks off very fast in a way of like,
yeah.
I need to get
one of the things that like as you're walking away, Gale, you can hear kind of Karan call from upstairs. Gale, we need your help up here. Leo's chest plate is bent onto him and we can't get it off.
Oh, dear. Coming.
Yeah, Gale will go up there and try and help.
Yeah, the mending cantrip will do it. But yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Gale is now doing. Does anybody else want to have a scene before we head off?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Whoa.
Anybody else? Charybdis, Ashton.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Anything else would probably be done during downtime for her, at least.
Okay, cool. I will say, because I did say this previously, you all level up because you killed an adult black dragon. And next time on Dragon Ball Z, we're gonna go kill a white dragon, and that will be the end of the Phandalin arc. Well, you'll have to go through the Temple of Melora and then kill a white dragon, and that'll be the end of the Phandalin arc.
Yay, said from a smoking crater on the ground.
Yamcha.
Yay.
Pose. It's all of you in the Yamcha pose. Just
Yeah.
eh.
Yippee.
But yeah, thank you all for playing. Thank you everybody on YouTube and the rerun for Twitch for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you really, really are feeling generous, subscribe to the Twitch channel. And fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Dave.
you.